are live. Welcome to the annual Seminarians versus Priests, or Priests versus Seminarians here. I'm Stephen Watson, intern seminarian over at Resurrection Parish in East Los Angeles, here with my co-commentator. Why don't you introduce yourself? And what internship parish are you at again?
Let's all come together as a community and as a people, as a church, people of God. And so I thank you for being here tonight. My name is Father Mike, and I'm the Director of Vocations. And on behalf of our entire office, on behalf of St. John's Seminary and Queen of Angels, on behalf of all the priests in the Archdiocese, we welcome you to this wonderful evening and this great and wonderful competition. And so with that, I would like to bring out Father Peter, our other vocation director. Let's give it up for Father Peter! Make some noise! All right, everyone. Well, it's great to be with you all. What a great blessing to gather as priests and seminarians and our faithful who are mostly our priests. So we're happy to be with you. We are very grateful for taking the time to be here this evening. And of course, like good Christians, we commend ourselves to our Lord. We ask the Lord to bless us and to give us this evening the opportunity to see His working hand in this. So why don't we silence our hearts for a second? In the name of the Father, and of the Son, and of the Holy Spirit. Amen. Good and gracious God, we thank you for this beautiful day. We thank you, Lord, for the gift of our faith and for allowing us to gather as brothers and sisters. We thank you for the gift of fraternity, of our priests, of our seminarians. We thank you for the ways that you work in our lives and the way that you invite us to respond faithfully to you. We pray, good and gracious God, for your blessings upon this evening, that we may be attentive of how you are present here with us. We pray for protection upon our priests and our seminarians who will be playing. We pray this be a night where we are able to enjoy each other's company and enjoy the fellowship that we share as Christians, as Catholics. Today, on this feast day of Our Lady of Lourdes, we commend ourselves to our Blessed Mother. Mother, we ask for your protection upon each of us. More importantly, Mother, we ask that you give us the faith that you have, a faith that was willing to leave everything behind to serve you. We pray that in these priests and these seminarians, you continue to work in their hearts so that we be faithful priests. They may be seminarians who seek holiness. Mother, we ask to always be our guide towards your Son. And on this great feast of Our Lady of Lourdes, I invite our seminarians and priests and all of us to join in the Salve Regina. Salve Regina, Mater Misericordiae, Vita Dulcedo, Estes nostra salve, a te clamamus, exules Filii Eve, a te suspiramus, gementes et
At this time, I'd like to bring out Manny Sanchez and our seminarians who will lead us in our national anthem. And so at this time, I invite everyone to please stand and to remove your hats. Sisters. And so now, back with popular demand, I'm going to turn it over to your announcer for tonight, Father Sam, the pastor of St. Raymond Downey. Let's give it up for Father Sam.
Test. Okay, we are back. Welcome everyone again. The third Priests versus Seminarians basketball game. The Archdiocese of Los Angeles, St. John's Seminary, Queen of Angels Center. Now have the honor of introducing our teams and our starting lineups. So first, for Team Seminarians, coming off the bench, number 29, St. Gregory the Great Whittier, small forward, David Ackrat. At center, from the Cathedral of Our Lady of the Angels, number 49, Deacon Guillermo, don't call me Memo, Alonso. At small forward, Secretary Catholic.
This evening for the Priest versus Seminarian basketball game. Many of you guys have been watching from the beginning. My name is Stephen Watson. I'm a seminary intern over at Resurrection Parish in East Los Angeles, and I'm joined by my co-commentator over here. Why don't you go ahead and introduce yourself?
Hello, everybody. My name is Miguel Cabrera. I'm also currently on my internship year at St. Martha's in the city of Olinda.
Wonderful. And we're joining you live from Santa Clara High School in Oxnard, of which Miguel is an alumnus. Is that
I am
correct?
a proud alumnus of this high school. I'm part of the class of 2011.
Oh, 10 years, going on 11 years ago.
Yeah,
Wow.
10 and a half years ago. If it wasn't for the pandemic, we would have had our 10-year reunion this past summer, but
Wow.
we're in the middle of a pandemic, and so we couldn't all get together.
Very good. Well, we're joining Father Sam, who is a commentator for the gymnasium here. Father Sam, of course, was the previous vocation director, and he's pastor. And I go, where's he pastor at? Do you remember? I'm drawing a blank, unfortunately.
You know, I'm very terrible at these kinds of things.
I am too.
I forget the name. I just know, I spoke to him recently. I forgot the name of the parish, but I know he's really happy.
Yes, he is enjoying parish ministry again after a number of years as vocation director. He's introducing for the gymnasium here our seminarian team. I'll go ahead and introduce you to the guys who are already on the court, and we'll catch up and join him hopefully by the end of the starting lineup. And then I'll pass it over to Miguel, who will introduce the lineup for the priest team. So we have number 29, David Agatrap, who's from St. Gregory the Great in Whittier, playing small forward. Deacon Guillermo Alonso, whose home parish is Cathedral of Our Lady of Angels, and he'll be center. Stephen Alvarado, number 77, from not too far from here, St. Kateri, Tekakwitha, and Santa Clarita, small forward as well. Vincent Davidis, number 4, St. Julie Billard, Newbury Park, small forward. Michael DiPietro, number 34, St. Philip the Apostle, Pasadena, shooting guard over there. Christian, Christian, I'm sorry because I can't pronounce your last name here. I don't want to butcher it. But he's number 21, Mary Star of the Sea in San Pedro. He does want to give a shout out to his family. I believe his mother's watching from Nigeria tonight, which is just a wonderful thing. We have George Gomez, number 31, Our Lady of Peace in North Hills. Tommy Green, number 15, St. Dorothy in Glendora. Anthony Wynn, number 1, Maria Regina in Gardena, guard. We have Jose Moreno, St. Didicus in Silmar. We've got Cesar Sepulveda, Our Lady of Guadalupe, Almonte, shooting guard. Joseph Tong, number 2, St. Francis of Rome in Azusa. Kwok Vo, number 99, Our Lady of Loreto in Los Angeles. And now we're into our starting lineup. As you just saw, Michael Krogan coming onto the court a minute ago, number 13, Good Shepherd, Beverly Hills. Thomas Liu, St. Joseph the Worker in Winnetka. And then we've got Jose Pacheco. He's the one coming onto the court just now, number 7 over there, giving some high fives over there to his coaches and teammates. He's from St. Joseph of Carpinteria, and he'll be playing small forward. That's in Carpinteria. Center, number 14, coming out onto the court right now, Deacon Ramon Reyes. St. Thomas the Apostle in Los Angeles is his home parish there, playing center. And finally, last but not least, we'll be introducing our guard from Incarnation of Glendale, Carlos Toban. Toban, is that how you say it?
I think so.
I think that is.
Sounds right.
Unfortunately, I should have checked with some of them, right?
We probably should have asked them how to pronounce their names.
And then we're going to be having the priest come out here to, I believe this is the Space Jam theme song, if I'm not mistaken. We had Imperial March for the seminarians and Space Jam for the priests. I don't know what that says. Yeah.
So we have Father Oscar Daniel Martinez, number 11. He is currently serving at La Purísima Catholic Parish in Lompoc. And then we got number 99, Father Jonathan Nestico. We were blessed to be with him in the seminary for a few years before he got ordained. He is currently serving at Our Lady of Perpetual Help in Santa Clarita. He is the power forward. And now we got Father Fidelis Omiaku serving at St. Agatha in Los Angeles. I think this might be a mistake because I know he's at St. Anselm. He's number 24. He was formerly assigned to my home parish at St. Mary Magdalene, so it's nice to be able to see him again and see him play.
And now the starting 5 of the priests. Some of these guys just recently were on the other side of the seminary.
And so we got the starting 5 about to start being mentioned, but some of these were just seminarians not that long ago, and so we're seeing some people switch sides. Father Andrew Chung, number 32, he's currently serving at St. Pancratius in Lakewood. He is the pastor.
7 months of priests, ready to retire.
And here we got a newly ordained, about to be called. And he is Father Jahoon Kim, number 8, currently serving at St. Kateri, Tekakwitha in Santa Clarita. And now we have number 4, Father Justin O, currently serving at St. Gertrude the Great in Bell Gardens. We also were together for a few years in the seminary before he got ordained.
love this priest. They think he's the best preacher in the world.
And here comes another recently-ish ordained. He's been a priest probably for about, he's in his third year of priesthood. Father Louis Sung, number 50, currently serving at St. Peter Claver, Simi Valley, also playing power forward.
Throughout the world, from San Gabriel Mission, San Gabriel, this 250th anniversary of the founding of Catholicism among us. Father Darren was not there at the founding.
And now we have the last but not least, member of the starting five is Father Darren Merlino, who is a Claretian missionary serving at the San Gabriel Mission in San Gabriel, where we are currently celebrating, which Jubilee year is it again? 250?
250.
250 years of the mission San Gabriel.
Which Archbishop Gomez declared to be a Jubilee year for the diocese. I'm sure many of you have seen it in your parishes, some of the promotional material. And it's a wonderful thing because not only is Mission San Gabriel, but there are a number of parishes throughout the Archdiocese that are set up as missionary churches with holy doors for the Jubilee year, where you can go and pray in those churches and receive a plenary indulgence for going on pilgrimage to those churches. So check it out at lacatholics.com. You'll find out more information about those different parishes in the Jubilee year. It's a wonderful thing.
Right now we have our coaches being announced. We have Dr. Elizabeth Rakert, who is the coach for the Seminarians. She's the assistant professor of moral theology. She's a great professor. I had her just a couple years ago. One of my favorite classes I ever had at St. John.
Yeah, I do like the note we have there that when she's not coaching the basketball team, she occasionally teaches moral theology. I think it's reversed. I think she teaches moral theology a little bit more than coaches basketball.
She's an alumni of Franciscan University of Steubenville.
Oh, wonderful.
She taught high school in New York, was a coach for a high school girls basketball team. So I'm curious what how her experience has been coaching a group of adult men.
Oh, that's wonderful, yeah.
She lived in Spain for a while, and then she got a doctorate in Rome, and now she's teaching at St. John Seminary.
Very good. And just a moment ago, our refs were introduced for the evening. Unfortunately, I didn't see too much. Now, Father Joseph Choi, I believe that's Father Joseph Choi you're hearing some applause for, is playing for the priest team. He also played for the seminarian team for a couple of years. He's at St. John Vianney Parish in Hacienda Heights as a shooting guard, and he's just here a little bit late. We're going to assume some parish ministry that took him away from the parish a little bit. Yeah. Now, Father Sam is talking about the hundreds of millions of you watching live stream on us. I think we're actually up to about 35.
We're at 35 on Facebook. I mean, on YouTube, but we're at 49 on Facebook.
Whoa, very good. Okay, so we're up to a couple, about 70 or so.
So if you guys have any questions or comments, feel free to jump into the comment section either on Facebook or YouTube, and Stephen and I would love to answer some questions or respond to anything you guys might have to say.
Yeah, absolutely.
He has YouTube open, I have Facebook open.
Very good,
so as long as our Wi-Fi keeps working well, we'll be fine.
Yeah, and we remember to look at those comments section.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, but we'll do what we can. Yes. Very good. Yeah, let's see if we can get a wave started. I don't think it'll happen,
Given that we're probably the only people sitting on this side of the gym.
Yeah, exactly. You guys have a wonderful shot across the court here. It is a great thing to see so many people out. After a couple of years of COVID, and we have to put our prayers out for all those who are affected by it. But it is wonderful to come back in person, in some capacity, a little less than in years past, and I think we had to have the venue change and moved up to here in Oxnard, because of some of the protocols and stuff. But we really are grateful to have, all of you who are watching live stream with us, but also those who are able to come out here in person. It's just a wonderful, heartwarming thing. It means a lot to all of us,
Yeah, especially while our previous venue has been great, they're great hosts, and we've enjoyed the couple of years that we've been there. It's a huge honor for me to just return to my alma mater. I spent 4 years here at Santa Clara High School. It was 10 and a half years ago that I graduated, and we all have the memories, and we all choose what we remember from our from our years in high school, but I really look back at these 4 years and I remember all the fond experiences that I had with my teachers, with my friends. And unfortunately, I don't keep in touch with many of them. I keep in touch with one classmate in particular, but that's because she's my sister. And so it's easy for us to keep in touch. But as far as everybody else, in college, we just seem to go our separate ways. But seeing some of my old teachers right now in the gym off to the side, you guys can't see him, but my old health teacher, who's now the principal, just walked in.
Wonderful.
And so I'll probably catch up with him in a bit if and when we get a break. But if not, it's okay. I see him plenty.
And it looks like we have a couple of our first comments coming in on YouTube. It looks like we've got Christina A. Shout out here to Father Justin O. Go Father Justin O. No mercy. I don't know how Pope Francis would feel about that. But I think we'll let it slide tonight.
Does a no mercy apply to the seminarians not showing mercy to the priest too?
I'm not sure. I think principle of double effect. There's something there. We also have looks like Silly Sile saying go Carlos, one of our seminarians down there, Carlos Toban. Michelle is watching from Douglas, Arizona. Go Carlos. We have Christina A. saying hashtag Team Priests. I think she mistyped seminarians there.
Oh, yeah,
I think it was
that's not
supposed to be.
seminarian.
Yeah, she spelled it Priest, but it should be seminarian.
Yes.
Yeah. We have someone shouting out to Father Louis there, and let's go number 50. It looks like that's Father Lewis Sung
Father
down
Lewis
there.
Sung. Wow, Father Lewis Sung's got some fans on YouTube today.
Wow, look at that. Wow.
So it looks like we're about to begin shortly.
Priests already out there. These priests never late for mass, never late for a game.
Yep, as Father Sam is down there saying, priests are never late for a mass, they're never late for a game. It always reminds me of that quote from, I think it's Lord of the Rings. This shows you how much of a nerd I am and why I'm not down on the court. But that they, to paraphrase, it's that a priest is never late nor early. He arrives precisely when he means to,
Right now we got Jose Pacheco and Father Darren. I'm about to jump for the ball, and we'll see where the luck goes tonight.
Yeah,
Is
let's
the
see.
ball going to tip to the seminarian side or to the priest side?
Now, Miguel, correct me if I'm wrong. The priests won the last game here, correct?
You don't got to rub salt on old
Well,
wounds,
I just, we're going to be priests in a couple of years. So we just got to, give the shout out. And here we go. We are off. Okay.
There we go, Father Andrew ended up but Father Thomas Lou, there he
turnover.
goes.
Not Father, but Thomas Lou.
Michael Krogan takes the
Michael-
ball. Just dribbling, trying to figure out what he's going to do. Trying to see someone who's open, and he sees Carlos. Carlos takes the ball, passes it to Jose,
10,
but misses, and it goes to Thomas. Back to Carlos. They shoot, miss, but it's all right. It's all right. It's not over yet.
Priest
And
recover.
it's out on the priests, the
Father.
seminarian ball.
Darn. Well, it always amazes me, basketball. It's so quick.
It is quick.
It's really quick. Unlike us, which again is why we're up here. Maybe quick-witted, but it looks like not Father. Wow, this is going to be confusing because
So the
we
seminarians
know,
are in white and the priests are in black.
Yes, and as Miguel said earlier, a lot of the players on the priest team were seminarians, and some of them less than a year ago were out on the Michael Krogan, didn't quite get it in time. But we know a lot of these priests on the team from our days in the seminary when they were there, and so we're going to be trying to call them Father as much as possible. Father Ji-Hoon Kim down there, Father Louis Sung, and Father Justin O are some of the recently ordained down there right now. But we might get a little confused and call some of the seminarians Father and some of the priests. We'll do our best, though.
Especially with the deacons who are recently ordained. We've been calling them just by their name normally for the last few years.
Exactly. Michael Krogan there passes to Ramon Reyes, Deacon Ramon Reyes. Oh,
And it's in! And there's a foul. So Ramon, I think, Deacon Ramon, will be shooting some free throws.
Okay. Well, and of course, Deacon Ramon over at St. Thomas the Apostle in downtown. He wants to give a shout out to his sister Veronica, who's probably watching. We'll give out some shout outs throughout the game, to family members and friends who weren't able to come in person but are watching on the live stream. Ooh.
And Ramon misses, and a rebound. Justin O throws it down the court.
Oh.
Oh. And there's another foul.
Another foul here.
So Father Lewis brings the ball in, passes it to Justin O. Father Justin O
again. See what we're talking about here. Back
Father
to Father Ji-Hoon Kim.
And he misses, but
misses.
Father Andrew Chung with the rebound.
Wonderful. Throws to Father Darren, throws to Justin O. Father Justin O, who's going to take it in. Back out to Father Andrew, who's going to forward power throw, and he shoots, he scores. It is now 2-2. We have a tie game.
But the Seminarians are going to win this, right? Like, we just know.
Well, we're going to try to be humble here, but yeah, I think they definitely are.
You're right. We do
Deacon
have the
Ramon
moral
taking it up,
theologian.
shoots, unfortunately misses. It's recovered by the priest, by Father Darren, who passes it off to Father Andrew. They take it.
Father
That
Andrew
was a
with
nice
weird
little
pass,
trick
nice
there.
little pass.
Back to Father Justin. He's got a couple of defenders on him there. Back to Father Lewis, Father Darren, who's behind the three-point line. Looks like he was going to shoot, but instead passes to Father Andrew. Father Andrew shoots, misses. It's recovered by Michael Krogan of the Seminarian team, taking it down court here.
And there he goes. Oh, failed layup, but it's a foul. So he's going to take 2 free throws.
We're going to have 2 free throws on Father Darren. He's not quite sure what happened there. I'm not quite sure what happened either, but yeah, not quite sure. But it will be 2. Actually, no, it looks like it's just going to be tossed in here. Yep. Tossed in to Deacon Ramon, who shoots, doesn't quite get it here. Father Darren recovers, passes it to Father Andrew. They're going to take it down court for the priests here. That's what it is. Hands it to Father Justin O, who pushes forward, goes for a layup there, and he scores. Now 4-2. Priests. Good. And I am now joined by one of our third-year seminarians at St. John's, Manny Sanchez. Manny, why don't you introduce yourself? Tell the folks who are watching the game a little bit about yourself here.
Aloha, my name is Emmanuel Sanchez. I am in my 8th year of formation, Theology 3 at St. John's Seminary, and I'm about 4 months or so away from diaconate ordination.
That's wonderful. Now, just for the people who are listening who aren't necessarily familiar with the formation program, you say you've been in for 8 years, but you're in 3rd year. What does that mean?
Correct.
That can be a little confusing.
Yes,
We're not
yes.
mathematicians.
So, yeah, I entered through a program which formerly was called the Juan Diego House. Now it's the Queen of Angels Center for Priestly Formation. Yes, that is the whole name.
Wow, wonderful.
It is a program in which, after St. John's College closed down in the early 2000s, the Archbishop decided to still have a college seminary, and so he opened one up. So it's really aimed towards high school students and guys who have not been in education ever since their high school.
That's wonderful. And that cheering you were hearing just a minute ago is because the priest scored. It is now 6-2 for the priest. And it looks like the seminarians just scored themselves. It is now going to be 4-6. Priest still in the lead there. Yeah.
7 minutes, 12 seconds.
So, Manny, who are you going for in this game? Let's be honest here.
You know, you always have to respect the holiness, the admiration, the toughness, the tenacity
of the seminarians?
Of the priest.
Oh, of the priest.
For making it all the way through seminary.
That is true.
And, ministering to the people of God. However, you take a look at that bench over there, and you see nothing but white shirts. About 3 times as many black shirts. I'd find it hard pressed.
Yeah, it is true. It looks like the priests are outnumbered about 2.5, 3 to 1. But I have to say, these priests, the seminarians now have Professor Dr. Reichart, who is their coach.
Yes,
I was
yes.
talking to Father Jonathan Nestico from Our Lady of Perpetual Help in Santa Clarita and asked him, well, who's your coach? I didn't see a coach or your team captain. And, on form for Father Jonathan, had to inform me it was the Holy Spirit.
Oh, of
I mean, who
course.
else could be the coach
That
for
would
the
have been my
priest
guess.
but the Holy Spirit?
That would have been my
you
guess.
know. And, it seems to be working, 6-4 still here.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they're really holding on.
Yeah, absolutely. Okay, now priests are in possession of the ball. Looks like Father Louis Sung has it over there. Passes it back to Father Andrew.
2019.
Father Louis, class of 2019. Now, can you tell the people, Father Louis was well known at the seminary during the liturgies for something specifically. Now, at the seminary, for some of our masses, we will ask the seminarians to cantor. That is to
correct,
sing the
yes.
mass parts for us to help guide us in our liturgy.
Correct.
Now, Father Louis, can you do your best Father Louis impression of the Sanctus
Well,
for us here?
first I'd have to reenact, the ending of the priest's prayer. And so with angels and archangels, with thrones and dominions, and with all the hosts and powers of heaven, we sing to him of your glory, as without end we acclaim.
Holy, holy, holy. No, we absolutely love Father Louis. Father Louis was great. Give us hours of entertainment.
And it's a tie game.
He's deeply loved by his parish. It is a tie game, as you just heard by Manny Sanchez here. Well, Manny, thank you for joining us. Is there anything else you want to add? We do want to thank you for leading us in the national anthem.
Oh, but of course.
Do you want to
it
give
was a pleasure.
a shout out to the guys who joined you in singing that? They did a wonderful
Yes,
job there.
I had my wonderful tenor reprising his role, Paul Collins. He's on internship. I had David Zamora, a first-year theologian, as one of my melody singers. The other melody being Paul Maxey, who is also on internship. And joining myself on bass is Alejandro Reynaga, also on internship.
Wow. This is a large internship class. We should know.
It is.
There's
It's about the size of that seminarian bench.
it is. Yes, it is. Well, Manny, thank you for joining us. Is there anyone you want to give a shout out to who might be watching the live stream?
Oh, I mean, of course, my family, my close friends, my home parish, St. Kateri, former parish, St. Mary's, my internship parish, St. Elizabeth Antietam, Roland Heights. Love all of you guys.
Wonderful. Okay, thank you for joining us. That was Manny Sanchez.
A pleasure.
Thank you. We shook hands. You guys can't see that, but it's very collegial here, very fraternal. Yep, wonderful. Okay, it looks like there was a foul on the seminarian team here. This is Tommy Green, number 15, who's at St. Elizabeth Ann Seton Parish in Roland Heights on his internship. Misses the first one, but he has another shot here. There's a substitution coming in for the priests. 2 substitutions. We have Father Fidelis coming in, as well as Father Joseph Choi, with Father Ji Hun Kim and Father Louis Sung stepping out for a bit. And Tommy Green is going to take his second shot. He does want to give a shout out, like I said, to that internship parish. I believe they're having a live stream party. So hopefully you guys are watching. He wants to thank you for the wonderful time he's been having there. And Miguel and I, who are both on internship, were blessed to be able to go to his parish. Right before Christmas, they threw a really nice party for us. So thank you to the parishioners over at St. Elizabeth Ann Seton and Roland Heights.
Just some of the comments coming in on Facebook. My aunt is watching and she says
that's
hello.
Wonderful. Yeah, tell her hi.
And I see here that Father Manuel Del Rio, who was
Father
also
Manny.
recently ordained.
Diocese of San Diego.
Diocese of San Diego, he's currently watching. So shout out to all the priests that couldn't make it tonight, especially. They're a good friend of mine who's a priest, was recently sent to Rome. So he's studying in Rome, and he always played basketball every year. But this year, unfortunately, he could not make it because that's a very long flight. And so he is still currently studying in Rome. Right now, he's probably sleeping, or he woke up really early to tune in. Here we got another comment cheering on Carlos Tobon. Forgive me if I'm mispronouncing the name.
We really do apologize. You know, one of the wonderful things about being in seminary is that fraternal relationship. And so, I mean, we know him as Carlos. I don't always think of his last name, you know. Although there are other guys you'll notice that we call almost exclusively by their last name, like Collins.
Yeah.
Looks like there was a little foul there on Tommy Green again. He's going to take another couple of shots here. Well, first foul on Father there. Yeah.
So did you know this is actually Tommy's first time playing in this game?
Is it really?
Yeah, this is Tommy's first time.
Oh my goodness.
Because you know, so he came back to the seminary just last year, and we didn't have it because of the pandemic.
That's right. That is
so this is Tommy's first time playing. His favorite basketball team is the Phoenix Suns. Why it's not the Lakers, I don't understand. His favorite saint is Maximilian Kolbe. His favorite version of apparition of Our Lady Guadalupe, of the Very Blessed Mother, is Our Lady Undoer of Knots. His favorite quote is, "If you have room for dessert, you didn't try hard enough at dinner." And so here we go. Father Fidelis is with the ball, passing it to Father Lewis, but it is stolen by Carlos. And there it goes. He passed to Anthony Huynh. Thomas Liu with the ball, and he scores!
Nothing but net there.
And there we got David Attrap on the sideline waiting to come in.
Yep. It is now 9-8. Seminarians take the lead there. 9-8. Seminarians take the lead. I think this is the first lead they've had in the game so far. Yeah.
And we will maintain it.
Oh, Father Schultz.
Maybe not.
Oh,
I spoke
not
too
quite.
soon.
Father Fidelis.
But we will get it back. We will get it back.
We will. Yep. Timeouts taken by the seminarian team here. Timeout taken by the seminarian team. Now, you will be able to see there's some activity going to go down on the court here for those in the gymnasium here. Father Mike is coming out onto the court now, joined by some of the kids who are here in the gymnasium. And they're going to be playing a game with some of the seminarians, some of the seminarian teams, it looks like. And Father Mike, as we said earlier, is the vocation director for the Archdiocese of Los Angeles. He's also joined by Father Peter Saucedo, who's the assistant vocation director, who led us in that beautiful prayer earlier.
You know, and Father Mike has been such a blessing to the vocations team.
He really has.
This priest has so much energy and passion for vocations.
Absolutely. Oh, look at how wonderful this is. These kids are dribbling the ball down court. We got some of our seminarians across the way making hoops with their arms. Oh, one slam dunking right there into one of the seminarians. Oh, looks like that might have hurt just a little bit. But that's a wonderful. Let's give them a round of applause from your home. Yeah, they're fine. The seminarians are tough and resilient, right? Yeah. You know.
Well, we hope so. No, they are. They
definitely hope so.
They are. And you know, in time, they only get stronger.
Absolutely, absolutely. That is true. Wonderful. Again, we want to thank all of those of you who are joining us by the live stream. It looks like we're up to 75 on YouTube. But we do know that there are some parishes that are holding watch parties that could have as many as, I'm going to guess upwards of 500,000 people at those, That's a rough guess. I'm not sure, But we do want to thank you. It looks like we got some comments on the YouTube. Shout out to St. Gertrude the Great parish. Gertrude the Great, a wonderful saint too, but the parish in this case. We know him as Carlos Buckets. Okay, so Carlos Tobin, we haven't been sure how to pronounce it.
Maybe you have a pen, I'll make that edit in our paper
Buckets.
right here.
I do have a pen, we're going to have to write that down. Okay, Carlos Buckets. I'm going to assume that's some sort of basketball reference, but, I'm not sure.
It also could just be maybe he likes buckets.
Yeah. And somebody did comment that it's Father Justin who's at St. Gertrude the Great, making them proud over there. That's wonderful. Shout out to Father Justin. A lot of Father Justin fans out there. And then we do have comments, great announcements Oh, that's wonderful. I think that goes to us. No, St. Elizabeth Ann Seton is wonderful. That's from the deacon over there. Deacon, he was the one that helped out for
he helped cook.
He cooked
helped
wonderful
prepare the
tri-tip.
food.
Yeah, it was wonderful.
And
Thank
it was
you,
wonderful
Deacon.
food. Thank you.
Anytime you're going to prepare tri-tip, just let us know. We'll be there.
Oh yeah,
Don't worry.
and I'm close by. I'm just in Valinda at St. Martha's.
Yeah, that's not too far. Michael Krogan taking a shot, misses there. David Agatrap tries to keep it in bounds. Looks like it didn't quite work. The priests are going to take it back in. Just a reminder, that score here, it is 10-9 with the priests in the lead, 10-9.
On Facebook Live, we also have Father Emmanuel Del Rio from San Diego commenting in, cheering on the priests. I think he also misspelled seminary.
I think so, yes. Yeah, future priest. He just left out the word future.
Oh yeah, he meant
I think
future
is what
priest.
it
Future priest.
Is what it is, yeah. Wonderful.
So we have Anthony Huynh about to pass the ball to Michael Krogan.
Yeah. And let's just give an update of the players out on the court right now. I think there have been a few substitutions. We have, for the Seminarians, that's David Agatrap with the ball right there. Tosses to Anthony Huynh, who doesn't quite get it. We have Michael Krogan out on the court, Tommy Green, and Anthony Huynh. For the priests, it looks like we have Father Fidelis, Father Jonathan Nestico, Father Joe Choi,
And Father Oscar Daniel Martinez.
Father Oscar Martinez, wonderful. Do they only have, no, they've got all five. There we go. And Father Andrew, I think I missed Father Andrew
Father
there
Andrew.
just a moment ago. Father Andrew has the ball right there. It looks like they're setting up some offensive plays. Signals for Father Jonathan Ness to go to break right, but he goes left there. Oh, Father Anthony Huynh knocks it out of his hand. Recovered by Michael Krogan, who takes it down court. Tommy Green.
And there we go!
Father Oscar, though. Father Oscar trying his hardest and sliding across the court there. Now, we just heard the buzzer there for the quarter break. We're going to actually wander on down and see if we can find one of the priests to talk to here. We'll see. I'm not sure how long the quarter break is going to be, but we might be able to catch one of our priests.
They might be meeting with their team, so
They
that
might be,
might
but
be
you know
difficult.
what? It might throw them off. An update on the score there. It is 11-10. Yep. So we're going to see if we can catch one of the priests here to talk to. Let's see.
They seem to be having a good time.
We're
They're all laughing.
going to pick one of our wonderful priests here to talk to. We're on the Facebook Live here. I'm going to come on this side.
Hi, Meta.
And YouTube. This is Father Jonathan Nestico here. Father Jonathan.
Do I need my mask?
No, you're good. You're
Okay.
good. Yep. What parish are you at here,
I'm at
Father?
Our Lady Perpetual Help in Santa Clarita.
Wonderful. And how many games have you played in?
This is my first as a priest.
First as a
Third
priest?
altogether, played 2 as a seminarian.
Two as a seminarian. Nice. Good. Well, thank you
welcome.
for your dedication to the priesthood, for vocations and all of that. We're going to let you go
right.
take a little breather. But good
Ka-chow.
playing out there. Ka-chow.
You guys are getting a lot of support on Facebook Live.
a lot of support.
They're
Father
really
Justin has some
misspelling.
great fans there. It's been wonderful. Thank you, guys. We're going to head back up to our place for commentating here. As you heard there, Father Justin commenting ka-chow. That's a reference. They give us this binder here. I don't know if you can still see us, but they give us a binder with some of the profiles of the different priests who are playing. And one of the questions that they ask the priests and the seminarians, and we'll go through it a little bit, but is one of their favorite quotes. Now, Father Jonathan didn't have any answers on his profile. And so I was texting with him last night, and I said, Father Jonathan, I need a quote. What quote can I give, to the people who are asking? And he wanted it to be ka-chow. And Miguel, 10 points here for the for the seminarian. No, it won't be for anyone. It'll just be for you. 10 points would mean absolutely nothing if you know who said the quote ka-chow, if he's quoting.
I think that's Lightning McQueen from Cars.
That is Lightning McQueen from Cars. He did give us another quote, and I think it really applies to everyone kind of out of the courts, especially to you and I. It's a quote by the great Andy Dwyer from Parks and Recreation that says, "I don't know what I'm doing, but I know I'm doing it really well." I feel like that's just a motto for life, for the seminarians, for the priests. No, our priests and seminarians, we do have this wonderful education that we receive that really prepares us to be out in the parishes. But, there are sometimes where we don't know what we're doing, and that's, a really humbling thing, right? Wouldn't you agree?
Yeah, because there's a big difference from really studying something in a classroom versus actually going out and experiencing it. And so there's this natural feeling that we might feel unprepared, but in reality, sometimes what that is a lack of confidence in what we know. And so
Absolutely.
sometimes what we need is trust in the Lord and trust in what the seminary has taught us. And then we end up discovering that we were more prepared than we thought.
Amen. Amen. You know, and again, Miguel and I are on internship. A number of seminarians are on internship. And I feel like that sums up the seminary internship experience, right? Is we're put into these parishes, and we take everything that we've learned in the classroom, that we've learned in our field ed experiences, because we do go out on ministry assignments while in the seminary, you know, but we really internship is where the rubber meets the road, right? That's the time where we really just find out what's going on.
Yeah, so right now we have Joseph Morale joining us for just a couple of minutes because he has an assignment here during the game at 8 o'clock, so we'll only have him for a couple of minutes. So Joseph is one of my classmates. He's also on internship. We're just waiting for him to get his mic set up before I can ask him a question. There you go. Just put it over your ear, Joseph. It's okay.
There we go. Okay.
Just hold it there.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll just hold it there. Yeah.
So Joseph,
Sorry.
welcome. Say hi to everybody on Facebook and on YouTube. They can all hear you.
Hello, everyone.
So tell us, where are you currently serving your internship here?
So right now I'm doing my internship at St. John Vianney Parish in Hacienda Heights, San Gabriel Valley.
And so one of your priests is here, correct?
That's right. Yep.
So who are you rooting for, the seminarians or the priests?
For the seminarians, of course.
Oh, of course.
I'd be a traitor if I didn't root for the seminarians.
Of course. So how has internship been for you so far?
It's been really good. You know, I think I've really grown in both in my confidence, in the skills I need to become a priest, but also in confidence in my vocation. I think the internship experience really is part of the purpose is to tell whether or not this is really for me, that this calling is really what God's calling me to. And I really do think it's done just that. I mean, I feel very at home, so to speak, in parish life and in ministry. I feel very at peace doing it. It feels very natural to me, and I think God has given me the grace to do the things and the tasks that I'm called to do at the parish life. And so far it's just been a really good experience.
Yeah, it's very beautiful, and it's true. Everything now that we do while we're in the seminary, right? Things either affirm or challenge our vocation. So it's very beautiful to hear when things affirm one's vocation, especially because we need the prayers of the people.
Yep, that's
right.
right.
Right. There's forces out there that don't want young men ordained priests.
Yep.
And so with the prayers of the people and the affirmations that we receive during our discernment,
Yep.
they're beautiful things. So just quickly before we have you go, because you have to go in like a minute, can you just describe for the people, for our viewers, what is the purpose of the internship year? How is it different from the rest of the years as a seminarian?
Yeah, so
Briefly, because I know you got to go.
right. So basically, during when we're not on internship, we're at the seminary at St. John's Seminary in Camarillo studying theology, and that's where we're learning more sort of the abstract and also it's mostly intellectual formation, where we're learning in class about theology, the teachings of the faith, the doctrines, the proper interpretation of Scripture and whatnot. And so we're doing all that. However, internship was put in place so that we're able to apply those things that we learn in the seminary. So we get intellectually formed in this seminary, but then we get to be pastorally formed, right? So we have the pastoral dimension of formation that's being applied on internship. So it's application of what we've learned in seminary, but it's also a discernment. It's also a big part of the discernment journey to know whether or not this is really what this is really for us. So yeah, that's what I have to say about that.
Great, thank you so much, Joseph. And Joseph's a really good friend of mine. We're classmates, been classmates for the last few years together. Went to Rome together this past summer, but we won't spend too much time boring you with those details. So we bid Joseph farewell. Thank you for giving us a few minutes of your time.
All right, thank you guys. All right, have a good night.
So really quickly, we realized that we don't have the score posted. We haven't said it in a while. The score is currently 15-10. Stephen, can you tell us who has the 15 points?
I can. I think I can. I believe that's the Seminarians. Now, the only reason I say I believe that's the Seminarians is because one team is home and one team is guest, and I'm about 95% sure that the Seminarians are the home team and that the priests are the guests. We're going to see here in just a minute. Yes, in fact, because it is now 17-10, you just saw number 1 Anthony Wynn there making a basket. 2 points, 17-10 with the Seminarians. Whatever happened to that quarter, whatever Coach Dr. Libby over there said, really seems to have motivated the Seminarians. But Father Darren coming in there. Father Darren making 2 points, 17-12 here.
Closing in the gap, but we'll see. Is that enough?
We'll see. I don't know. You know what they say, though, about basketball? It comes down to the last 2 minutes.
That's right. Right now, I want to do a quick shout-out to Father Louis Reyes, watching on Facebook Live. He was the one who asked about the score.
Father Louis Reyes.
And now he's cheering on the priest.
Oh, looks like we might have an injury down there. One of the priests here, elbow to the top of the head. It looks like that's Father Ji-hoon Kim. Is that Father Ji-hoon? Yes. Father Ji-hoon, let's just take a minute here. Give him a...
Father Justin.
I'm sorry, that's Father Justin. Father Justin, we're going to give him a minute. Looks like you just take a breather there. Yeah.
Did you see what happened? I was actually looking
Looks like it might have been an elbow to the head. I'm not quite sure. Not quite sure.
When it happened, I was looking at my phone, looking at Father Louis Reyes'.
And here we go.
But there we go. He's okay. Very good, very good.
He's going to walk, take a little breath, give him a minute. Number 4, that's Father Justin. Associate Pastor, I believe it's St. Gertrude there. The ref's talking to him. He's smiling.
He's good. Laughing. He's still in the game. He's not going to be benched, so that means he's still in good health.
Yep. And this, sometimes that you see stars. Yep. Yeah. Now, here was a question, and I totally made this up myself, and my sister didn't just text it to me a minute ago. I promise you, I made it up myself. But what happens when there's a foul? Do they just go to the bench, or do they immediately have to go to confessional? Is there a priest on call for confessions for fouls? Do we know this?
I'm not actually sure. I do know the priests can't absolve themselves.
Well, no.
And so they'd have to go to somebody.
It in there. Oh, it looks like there might be a foul there. They can't absolve themselves. I'm going to just assume that they walk it off. We'll say it's an accident.
Yeah, I don't think it's a mortal sin. I think a foul would just be a little venial.
So
they've done intentionally.
They ask for forgiveness, go to mass, and that'll be good. It looks like but Tommy. Seminarian Tommy Green, soon to be father, is going to take the free throws here. Takes one. Oh, doesn't quite make it. Looks like Coach Holy Spirit's blocking the basket there for the priests, letting them try to catch up. Again, that score is 17-12, 17-12 with the Seminarians in the lead. Tommy misses that again. Father Darren saves it from going out of bounds, passes it to Father Justin, takes it up court, passes it to Father Andrew. Father Andrew to Father Louis. Father Louis is being defended by Seminarian Michael DiPietro there. Oh, looks like there's a foul going on here. Okay,
looks like the foul on?
It looks like it was on the. I'm not quite sure.
So it was on the Team Seminarian.
On Team Seminarian, yep. Priests are going to be able to take it in. Looks like we've got some subs coming in for the Seminarian team. We got George Gomez. Is it George Gomez?
And Michael Krogan.
And Michael Krogan coming in. Jose Pacheco and Anthony Wynn going out. Father Darren to Father Ji-hoon, who kind of snuck in there.
Tommy with the rebound.
Tommy with the rebound.
Thank you.
He's going to pass it to Krogan, Michael Krogan here. Michael Krogan in third-year theology. Man, he is quick. Did you see that?
Yeah. Well, he's got them long legs,
He does.
It's
to Buckets. Buckets tried to throw it. We're going to call him Buckets from now on.
About this
we
point.
have to.
And Father Louis with the
saw it. And did you see that as he ran by shout out to a fan there. Man, that was not quite some humility, but you know, he deserves to have a little bit of pride there.
Father Louis Reyes is saying excellent commentary. Ka-chow.
Ka-chow, ka-chow. Father Louis Reyes, again, recently ordained, a classmate to a couple of the priests that we have out there.
Father Jonathan Nestico.
Father Jonathan Nestico and Father Ji-Hoon Kim. Father Justin O as well? Was that the class? Or
Yes,
I think he was the class before. Again, we get confused.
To be honest, the last couple of years are kind of a blur because of the pandemic.
It's like we got a timeout coming out for the priests here. Priest calling a timeout. Father Louis Sung asking for that timeout. Looks like we're going to have another courtside activity going on. Father Mike is going to be throwing, we got some of our seminarians here throwing out t-shirts to the crowd. Looks like we got Joseph Cho out there throwing some. Who else do we have? Paul Maxi's over there throwing some t-shirts out. Alejandro throwing some t-shirts out. That's wonderful to see. Yeah, the seminarian t-shirts, very similar to the uniforms that each team is wearing. It's got a basketball with a clerical collar around it, that black with the white in the center there.
That seems a little biased, don't it? Because, I mean, the seminarians don't wear
again,
collar,
it's something we aspire to.
Okay.
You know, it is a wonderful aspiration.
So it's not
have.
that the event is already skewed in favor of the priests.
Exactly. Well, and the way I see it is, so you have the priests versus the seminarians, right? And the collar represents the priests, and the basketball represents the seminarians who are going to win the game.
That's right. There you go.
That's how it is. You know, they got to be fair there. You know, you're going to split it up. Priests get the collar, seminarians get the basketball because they're going to win. You know, and it's clear, 17-14, 17 points for the priests, 14 for the 17 for the seminarians, 14 for the priests. Yep.
So just to give a quick background on the event that we're currently at tonight, this is just a fun thing for us to get together, priests versus seminarians, in a friendly game of basketball. But it's also to kind of help spread awareness of vocations. And so for all of you watching tonight, for everybody who's here, who may watch this later, please continue praying for vocations. As you can see, your prayers are working because we have almost twice as many seminarians as we do priests playing basketball. Which is but it also goes to show just how much more priests that we need, especially young priests. So that's why we also invite some of our seminarian friends up here to kind of talk a little bit about their experience, so that hopefully young men who are watching the game can hear a story or feel inspired and know that it's possible that they could be called too. And so we encourage you to keep praying for us and keep praying for the priests too, but mostly pray for the seminarians to win the game.
Absolutely. We got a couple of shout outs here. Before the game, we asked the seminarians if they had any family or friends that were watching the live stream and if they wanted any shout outs. So a couple here we have for Michael Krogan, who's down on the court right now. Wants to thank his mom, Mrs. Krogan, who's watching from Santa Cruz, and his dad, Mike, who's watching as well. George Gomez is down there as well, if I'm not mistaken, number 31. George wants to thank his dad, George, and his mom, Francisca, who are watching from San Fernando, and the Mendoza family watching from Riverside. We'll try to give you some of those updates as they come. Looks like we got a large group walking into the gymnasium right now with the sign that says "Go Tommy." That'd be
he's a seminarian, so that's good. More
that's
people
wonderful.
On Team
More
Seminarian.
people. Now, again, you guys can see across the court here. We're on the other side of the gymnasium, and we mentioned earlier that this side was empty. Well, we can't say that anymore, can we?
No, it's actually filling up.
It's filling
up.
up.
It's not equal to the other side, but we're
quite.
getting there.
But yeah, so everyone you're seeing on the other side, we probably have about 2/3 as many on this side as well. It's a wonderful crowd to see coming out. Just an update on that score: 18-16, 18-16. It looks like we might up that score for the seminarians with Michael Krogan taking a couple of free throws here.
And it's in.
And he made it. Wonderful. We're hearing chants of Memo in the gym. That's for our deacon, Memo Alonso. Deacon Memo, who was a classmate of mine up until this past year, was ordained recently. His home parish is the Cathedral of Our Lady of Los Angeles. That's wonderful. He's in third year theology, and this is his first time playing in the basketball game, which I'm kind of surprised about. Yeah. Memo is always at the seminary, willing to jump in and help out with things like this. Good man. His favorite team is the Lakers. Favorite player was Kobe Bryant, and he's a tall guy, 6'2".
Yeah, wow.
Taller than I am, but Miguel,
Not taller than me.
Not taller than you.
I'm 6'4".
You know? Yeah.
I graduated
6'4".
high school 6'3".
Yeah. Now, Michael Krogan taking another couple of free throws. I don't know. Michael seems to be just attracting those
He's
fouls
a foul
quite
magnet.
a bit. He is.
But if it gets us those free throw points, I'm all for it.
Makes one, 19-16 now. 19-16. And he's got another one coming in here. Oh, didn't make it, but Memo gets the rebound there. Oh, but he can't
Father
save
Fidelis
it.
gets
Father
it.
Fidelis recovers it.
Pass to
throws
Father
it.
Joe Choi,
Almost hit the photographer over there.
Too much power.
Yeah. Michael Krogan and going to take it in again. We also now have Vincent DeVitas out on the court from St. Julie's in St. Julian Newberry Park. He's a first-year pre-theology, College 1. It's his first time playing, obviously. He's a small forward, not a small guy, though, at 5'10". And he wants to give a shout-out to Angel, Hitesh, and Lucas, a couple of friends of his who are watching the game. Shout-out to Angel, Hitesh, and Lucas there. Father Oscar there passes to Father Fidelis. Father Fidelis to Justin O, who's recovered from that. Father Justin, I'm sorry, Father Justin.
It's going to happen.
It happens.
But they'll forgive us. We knew Father Justin as a seminarian for, 3 years?
At least 3 years, you know.
It took me a year to get used to calling him deacon.
You know,
and
now,
as soon as I get used to it, then they get ordained priest.
He's going to take a couple of free throws here, foul. Let's see.
But the question, though, is, Stephen, will he make those free throws?
Well, I mean, it depends on how well the Holy Spirit has coached him, you know. But I know we can say for certain it's not the fault of the Holy Spirit if he doesn't.
That is true.
Yeah.
Well, he missed one but made one.
Missed
That's
one,
all right.
made one.
Seminarians are still up by 3. Right now we got Tommy Bree in the ball. Passing it to Michael Krogan. Back to Tommy. Trying to make his way up to the court. And no foul.
Oh, asking for a foul, but didn't quite get it.
Father Joe.
Recovered by the Seminarians. Buckets over there has got it. No, I'm sorry, that's Carlos for all of you. Oh, right to Father Oscar. I'm not sure what happened there. Father Oscar to Father Justin.
He's slowing it down. Father Fidelis with the ball, going for the three-pointer.
Misses.
Carlos
recovered by
Buckets
Carlos
with the rebound.
That's wonderful. You know, he will always be known as Buckets now. There's no going back.
If the seminary didn't know this before, they know it now.
Yes. In fact, the whole archdiocese seems to know it. Yeah. Now, somebody seems to be commenting that there's a bit of a bias in our commentary. You know, and that's accurate. That is 100% accurate. There are no shirts, unfortunately, for the YouTube crowd. Somebody was asking about that. Hopefully next time you can join us in person and catch one of those. Yeah.
You know, just being seminarians, it's hard to root that the priests win the game, especially since they won last year, right? So this is our third game. The seminarians won the first year, the priests won the second. So we're following the pattern. The seminarians ought to win this year.
Yeah.
But we'll see. But all in all, at the end of the day, we really do love our priests.
Absolutely.
I mean, you know,
absolutely.
Without them, right, what would we do?
Absolutely.
But when it comes to the game, though, there are sides, and we're on Team Seminarian. But we do have here, live in person, Father Sam Ward is doing the commentary for the actual in-person game.
Yes, here in the gymnasium in Santa Clara.
Everybody who is here live might be hearing biased commentary on Team Priest.
It is true. You know, so there's a little bit of 50-50 there going on. Now there's a timeout going on, and just to give you an update on that score, it is 20-20. We're now tied, 20-20, and there's a timeout with 3 minutes and 25 seconds left in the second quarter here. We'll be going to halftime not too far from now. But you know, it is just wonderful to be here. I keep saying that. Last year, because of COVID, we weren't able to have the game. And in fact, we keep saying last year the Priests won. It was 2 years ago, really.
Yeah.
Because of COVID, we didn't have it. It's a wonderful thing to be back in person. We really feel an energy here. And we do want to thank Santa Clara High School for hosting us, as we mentioned earlier. We also have a couple of other sponsors helping out this evening. And that would be the Knights of Columbus Council.
750.
750 Knights of Columbus.
I believe that's the Oxnard.
The Oxnard
Council.
Knights of Columbus Council. Knights of Columbus, who of course are wonderful promoters of vocations and support the seminarians throughout the Archdiocese, throughout the United States, and around the world, really. It's wonderful. You heard a little bit of clapping there. It was a shout out for Sister Leanne, who's in the crowd tonight. Sister Leanne is well loved by all of the seminarians and most of the priests who are playing as well. She heads a pastoral office and is in charge of us seminarians on internship and helps us with our field ed placement.
That was a wonderful play.
It was a wonderful play.
They were passing it perfectly, and then it made its way to the court, to the basket, sorry. They're on the court. There's Father Justin. Oh, and he made it in.
And not to sound biased, that was a wonderful play too.
That was a wonderful play.
Yeah.
So now it's a tied game, 22 to 22. We will see who will take the lead next.
It's Father Justin taking it down court again. Oh, lost control of the ball a little bit. And it's out. Looks like it's going to be the priest taking it in. Yeah. Father Justin to Father Darren there. Father Darren with the layup misses and recovered by Jose Pacheco for the Seminarians, who's going to take it down court.
There we go. Pass it to George.
Oh, goes, shoots,
There
scores.
you go.
Yeah.
Seminarians take the lead, 24 to 22. So here we go. Father Andrew Chung's bringing in the ball. He makes it past George, shoots, misses, but Krogan with a rebound. Carlos bringing in the ball.
Carlos there looking, passes to Jose Pacheco. Jose Pacheco shoots behind the three-point line, misses. Looks like Carlos was going to recover it, but unfortunately handed it off. Fortunately, I don't know. I'm not going to sound biased here. But to Father Andrew Choi. Father Lewis
has the ball.
Down to Father Darren. Father Darren
takes
shoots,
the shot,
scores!
makes the three.
Behind the three-point line.
Father Darren, his favorite team is the Los Angeles Lakers, which is good. Right, I'm a Laker fan myself. His favorite saint is Anthony of Padua. His favorite Our Lady is Immaculate Heart of Mary. His favorite quote is, "I never fail, I only learn."
That's a great quote.
And his favorite scripture is 2 Corinthians chapter 5, verse 14. The love of Christ compels me. How beautiful is that quote?
Absolutely gorgeous.
Right? We do what we do because it's really the love of Christ compelling us to do what we do.
Absolutely. It looks like we had a foul on the seminarians here. Not quite sure. Looks like there might be some confusion. Timeout taken by the priest. That's what it was.
Okay, very nice.
Timeout taken by the priest here, it looks like.
So, do we have any information on a coach for the priests, or is it just Dr. Rakert that we have information on?
I believe the coach for the priest is the third person of the Holy Trinity, the Holy Spirit.
Well, that's a little unfair.
I know.
Well,
Talk about bias.
Do the seminarians have the other two persons of the Trinity?
No, but we do have Professor Reichart.
Oh, well,
okay. She's wonderful. She joined the seminary faculty just about 2 years ago, going on 2, maybe 3 again.
I think she's in her 3rd year.
I believe you're right. Yes, this would be her 3rd year, I believe. So about 2.5 years she's taught there. And I believe she just defended her doctoral dissertation this past year.
Yes, because the last time I saw her, she was not a doctor. She was Professor Elizabeth Rakert, and now she's doctor.
Yes.
So that makes sense.
Yep, that would. And again, Professor of Moral Theology over there. Coached women's basketball for a couple of years at the high school level, I believe it said.
Yeah, so she used to teach high school girls basketball.
Yeah.
I'm sure that's very different from coaching seminarian men.
Well, I'm not sure. I'm not sure about that.
And assisting Coach Raker is Alan Hutker.
Hotker? You know, again, we're not sure. We just know him as Alan.
And so he is in his first year of pre-theology, studying for the Diocese of Orange. And so the St. John Seminary has a variety of different dioceses that send seminarians to study. So not everybody is from Los Angeles.
Absolutely. Yeah, we have seminarians from kind of all over the West and California, especially Southern California. We have seminarians from the Diocese of Orange. Oh, seminarians making a basket there. That's going to bump them up to 26-25, a 1-point game. 1-point game. But as I was saying, we have seminarians from the Diocese of Orange, San Bernardino, Fresno. We have some that come all the way out from El Paso, Texas, from Tucson, Arizona, from Reno, Nevada.
I think we have one from Vegas this year.
One from Vegas.
I think so.
Wonderful, yeah.
The one thing that's a little tough is being on our internship year, we kind of haven't gotten much opportunity to get to know the people that entered just this year for the first time.
Correct.
So hopefully in time, when we're back, we'll get to meet all these people again.
Yeah.
So we're kind of out of touch with a lot of the day-by-day events happening at the seminary.
Well, and that buzzer that we heard just a minute ago is for halftime. So there's going to be a halftime break here. We're going to keep giving you some commentary. We're going to go wander, actually, a little bit, see if we can find some people to talk to. And there's going to be some activity going on the court. But let's see, I'm going to see if we can track down Father Peter Saucedo, who is the Assistant Vocation Director for the Archdiocese of Los Angeles, who's in his second year. Very good. Let's see if we can go down.
So I guess now we're walking.
We're going to walk on down here. Looks like they've got, like I said, some court activity going on. We're not going to be able to catch any of our players because they're going to go take a little break, get a pep talk. I know Professor Reichardt's going to have some stuff to say to the seminarians. It is just a 1-point game. Just a 1-point game here. But I'm not sure what the words of the Holy Spirit will be for Team Priest. But let's see what we can do here. We're going to go ahead.
So I do think that Father Louis Sung, I think, takes charge of leading
there we go.
The priest. I don't know how much coaching he might be doing, but I do think he's kind of the leader that brings them together.
Let's see, we're looking here for someone we can talk to for just a moment here. And you know who I see over there? We have Deacon Juan Gutierrez. Deacon Juan is in his 4th year of theology, and we're going to see if we can get him to talk for just a couple of minutes here. Yeah, let's call Deacon Juan Gutierrez.
Oh, Deacon Juan Gutierrez, very nice.
Yeah. So I'm going to take my microphone off, see if here we can kind of...
I'll give him mine. You
okay, there we go. Thank you, Miguel. And sorry about that, my microphone was trapped under my mask for a minute, so I might have been a little bit muffled. Deacon Juan, what do you think of the game so far?
Very cool. The guys are doing very good, and the priests are killing it as well. So
yeah, 26-25, right? It's a 1-point game.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. So Deacon Juan, why don't you tell our listening audience and our watching audience, we've got probably about 200 people streaming right now, which is a great thing.
Pretty good, yeah.
Just a little bit about yourself, a little bit about your journey to the priesthood. Where are you from? What's your home parish?
All right. My name is Deacon Juan Gutierrez, and I was born and raised in Mexico, near Mexico City. And then at the age of 19, I moved to the U.S. And I moved to the state of Omaha, Nebraska.
Okay.
And I was there for about 6 years, and that's where I found my way back to the Catholic Church, because prior to that, I wasn't a practicing Catholic. I wasn't even a believer.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I started going to church, going to retreats, and wanting to be involved in my home parish. I started to get hints of possible call to the priesthood, which I didn't receive well at the beginning. I didn't want to be a priest. And then after a couple of years of fighting with the Lord and thinking about it, praying about it, talking to priests about it, I decided to try it, to give it a chance. And then I moved to LA, and a year after I moved to LA, I entered my formation to the priesthood at what then was the Juan Diego House. That's a program for college seminarians. Now it's called Queen of Angels. And my home parish right now, it's St. Lawrence Martyr in Redondo Beach. That's
Okay.
where I do my ministry as a deacon once a month.
Wonderful, wonderful. Yeah, very good. I'm joined here by Fiacre, who's a seminarian from the Diocese of Monterey. Very good to see you, Fiacre.
Hey, Fiacre.
Yeah, wonderful. So,
That's all right.
I didn't realize we were live streaming, but that's okay. It happens. It's nice we get to see each other. You know, your story really kind of touches me because it really goes to show that it's never too late, and the Lord calls us from all sorts of places.
Yes.
I was reminded of St. Augustine, right?
Yes.
You know, who wasn't a believer at first, who kind of fought with the Lord about his vocation,
Yeah,
and
absolutely,
is
yeah.
now one of the doctors of the church, a great saint. You know, and of course he had Saint Monica, his mother, who was praying for him, who really, you know, interceded on his behalf. Was there anyone in your life like that?
Yeah, you know what they say, it takes a village.
Yeah, absolutely.
And I absolutely couldn't have done this with the help of family and friends.
Wonderful.
Parishioners
Yeah.
who have always been there praying for me. People from all over the states, people in Mexico, my family, my friends. Yeah, even now my parishioners, the parishioners of St. Lawrence Martyr and St. John Vianney, where I did my
your
internship
internship?
parish. St. John Vianney, Hacienda Heights.
Wonderful.
The prayer groups, until today, they still keep me in prayer. The parishioners at St. Lawrence, they requested the names of all the deacons that are going to be ordained priests, and they're praying for each one of us by name.
Wonderful,
Yeah.
wonderful. And that just goes to show all of you who are watching out there, all of you who are in the gymnasium here tonight, that it really is through their prayers, through your prayers. You know, that's what sustains us. Without prayers, you know, we couldn't do what we do. You know, without your support, like I said, that's through prayers, through, you know, when you bring us food, we love that,
Yeah.
right?
And I always tell
Absolutely.
people, like, pray not only for vocations, but pray for holy vocations
Absolutely.
to the priesthood.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Yeah, and it's very exciting. It's very exciting to see. I think these events show that there is great hope, you know,
Yeah.
and that we are regular people with regular dreams, with regular
Absolutely.
lives.
Yeah.
And there are times for us to do a little bit of everything, to pray,
Yeah.
to study, but also time to have fun.
Yeah, it's a wonderful, wonderful thing. Wonderful. Well, thank you for joining us. I'm
No
not sure if
problem.
the folks at home can see us or not. I know we got a couple of cameras here. I'm not sure what
Yeah,
angle.
we don't know which
but
one
we,
is.
we want to thank you
No
for
problem.
joining us. And who's going to win?
I wish I could say that the seminarians, but the priests
Well,
are putting
I
up
meant
a
Rams
fight.
or
so-
Cincinnati, but you know, that's okay. But no, we'll find out though,
All right,
right?
we'll find
Priests
out.
or seminarians, yeah, absolutely. No, that's also a good reminder though. The Super Bowl is coming up. Did you
Coming
see recently Archbishop put out on the website, and it's been on social media.
Go Rams.
Well, yeah, go Rams. But he's made a bet with the Archbishop of Cincinnati.
Oh, wow.
And you guys can help out by going to lacatholics.com. And I think it's hashtag Bishop's Game. And there's a way to donate, and it supports the Catholic schools in both dioceses.
Oh, cool. Nice.
And I believe if Cincinnati wins, the Archbishop there owes Archbishop some ice cream. And you want to guess what we owe them if they win? It's a Los Angeles staple.
In-N-Out.
Oh, In-N-Out would be good. Portos.
Portos,
though.
okay.
Yeah, that wonderful bakery. You know, I wish they were sponsoring us tonight. You know, but it's a wonderful thing. Okay,
No problem.
thank you so much,
Thank
Deacon.
you.
Thank you for joining us.
No problem.
Okay, wonderful. We're going to hand it back off to Miguel here. And I'm going to see if we have just a minute here with our Assistant Director of Vocations, Father Peter Saucedo. He's going to get the microphone situated on himself here. Now, Father Peter is another one that I have to remember to call Father Peter because they're asking us to hold it to the side and not directly in front because we don't want to blow out the sound there. Father Peter was, when I was in my first year of seminary, he was a deacon at the time. And has now
4 years ago almost.
That was 4 years ago. It really was. He was the MC at the seminary, led us in our liturgies.
That's right.
And then where were you assigned for your first assignment? Remind me.
I was at St. Helens in Southgate.
St. Helens and Southgate.
That's
okay.
right. Yeah.
And then you've been assistant vocation director now for about 7 months. Is that correct?
7 months. Yeah, I started July 1st.
July 1st.
That's right,
Okay.
yeah.
Yeah. That's when a lot of the priest assignments transition.
Yeah. So all of us
stuff.
changed assignments in July. So.
Yeah, that's wonderful. Is
Yeah.
there anything you want to shout out? You know, we've got probably about 250 people watching
Yeah, I
now.
think actually my family's watching, so I want to say
That's great.
hola, mamá, papá, mis hermanos también.
Yeah.
I think everyone's watching, so hello to
we're gonna move
my
forward.
family, especially my mom and dad and my siblings.
Oh, very good.
And then, of course, anybody else that's watching from my first parish, St. Helens.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, wonderful. So tell us, kind of sum up the vocation experience, you know, if you could. You know, we've got both seminarians and priests out here. Seminarians, some who are in their first years
That's right.
of the seminary, you know, who just joined maybe 7 months ago, about the time you became vocation director.
Yeah.
You know, and we have priests out there who've been priests for a couple of years now. You know, some of your classmates, is that correct? Any of your classmates playing?
I've got none of my classmates,
Okay.
but some of the guys who were in seminary with me. I think most of the guys who are playing were guys who were in seminary. We were in seminary together. And
Okay.
So, but yeah. So a lot of these guys, actually, I would say about half of the seminarians I knew when I was in seminary.
Yeah.
And a lot of the younger guys are guys that I wasn't around with.
Yeah.
And
yeah.
it's great. I think the gift that I have, or the advantage that I have, is that I know the guys. And I was in seminary not too long ago, so
Yeah.
when guys come to our office and they want to know a little bit more about seminary and vocation and discernment, it's still all very
It's so
I would
fresh
say,
up here,
fresh in
right?
my,
Yeah,
in my mind
yeah.
and heart. And so, you know, I just encourage whoever's watching, families especially, men who are kind of just wondering what the Lord wants for them, just take some time and ask the Lord directly.
What would be your advice to somebody who, you know, we just were talking with Deacon Juan Gutierrez, you know, who kind of came to Catholicism a little bit later in life, you know, and as a young adult, he wasn't given that faith, you know, from a young age.
That's right.
You know, but somebody who maybe is new to Catholicism, or maybe was raised in the church but not very active, but now they're wanting to get a little more involved and they're feeling a pull to the priesthood. What would you say to them?
Yeah, you know, I think that's what discernment, what we call kind of prayer, or really asking the Lord what He wants for us.
Yeah, absolutely.
As Father mentioned earlier on, there's some great vocations, right? Marriage, religious life, the priesthood, single life. The Lord is putting something in our hearts, and it's our job to be able to discover what the Lord wants for us. So the main thing that I tell people is pray, obviously.
Yeah.
You know, if you want to listen to what the Lord wants for you, you have to listen to Him. How is the Lord speaking to you? What is He putting in your heart? And one of the great ways too is, and I would say the most important way is silence.
Yeah.
Is putting away the distractions of the world and letting the Lord speak to you. You know, I always hear this, but Saint Benedict started by saying to his monks, listen with the ear of your heart.
Yeah.
If you want to listen to what the Lord wants, you have to listen not with your physical ears or our human faculties, but with our hearts. And that's how the Lord speaks to us.
Well, and it was wonderful what you mentioned just a minute ago about vocation. Sorry, I tapped my mic there. About vocation, you know, we're in the World Marriage Week, I think, or we just wrapped it up,
right,
you know. And marriage is a beautiful vocation, too. I forget what saint it was, but there was a saint who talks, our first and primary vocation is holiness. It's to live out what we receive in baptism, you know. And then how we do that, whether it's as a priest, whether it's through marriage, whether it's through religious life as consecrated, or even remaining single throughout our lives, you know, that's the way we live that out, you know.
Right.
But it really is a beautiful thing when we think about it, as you mentioned, it's that holiness, right?
Yeah.
You know, and taking time to listen to what God calls of us.
And remember that, you know, part of vocation, so I think, and I speak to couples who are married, and of course priests, and those who are still trying to discover their vocation, the primary vocation is a vocation of holiness, and you keep living that after you receive whatever vocation you might have. And so husbands and wives, your responsibility is to sanctify the world by the love that you share with each other. Our job as priests, these men who are getting ready to be priests, is to one day go into the world and share how much Christ loved us and his mercy and the way that He desires for us to know Him. So, you know, we all have a great responsibility. We all play a very important role within the church.
Absolutely. Well, thank you for your time. We won't only keep you too much longer.
Of course, yes.
I'm sure you got to run around and do some
That's
stuff.
right.
But thank you for joining us. We're going to be back up there during the
Thank
game
you.
if you want to pop up or
Sounds
send anyone
good.
over to talk to
Sounds
us.
good.
Okay.
God bless you all.
These
Take
people
care.
might be tired of listening to me
All right,
and
sounds
Miguel
good.
a little bit. But thank you so much. Thank you, Deacon. Father. Oh my gosh. Yeah. There you go. Wonderful. Okay, and it looks like we have about 1:20 left in this halftime break. You can see our priests and seminarians back out on the court, shooting some hoops there, practicing, keeping warm, keeping limber, keeping ready to go. And like I said, we're just at about a minute now. Reminder of the score for all of you who are watching at home. I'm not sure if that's up on your screen or not. It is 26-25 with the Seminarians leading just by that 1 point. But it's a wonderful thing, it really is. I'm going to wander over here for a minute and introduce you to Father Sam Ward, who's been doing the commentating for the gymnasium here, who was a previous vocation director here. We're doing quite well. Father Sam, I don't know if you can get close enough here to talk into the microphone.
Definitely.
We were trying to remember what parish you're at now.
So I'm the pastor at St. Raymond's Church in the great city of Downey.
Okay, St. Raymond's in Downey. You want to give a shout out? Do you know if any of them are watching?
Yes, we've been announcing it in the bulletin for about a month and a half or so. So yes, we got any St. Raymond's families. This is Father Sam. We love you. I'll see you back on Mass on Sunday.
And how does it feel? Because a number of the guys who are playing for the priest team are recently ordained. And in fact, you were vocation director.
All of the seminarians I helped get into the seminary, and some of the priests that are playing were by seminarians that we had to read.
That's a wonderful thing. It's got to be wonderful to see the fruits of your labor.
It's a great joy in the fact that I can call them brother priests now, and hopefully you guys soon.
Absolutely. Wonderful.
Thank you to everyone
We'll let you get back to the
on my
commentary.
stream.
Thank you so much. Okay. We're going to head on up. We're going to go around. Not walk across the court because they're about to start again here. Yeah.
So I guess we got to walk fast back to our seats because it looks like they're about to start. Right now, they're just giving a shout out to the high school, Santa Clara High School, home of the Saints. The motto of the high school here is to be a saint is a way of life. And I lost my partner, Stephen. Oh, there he is. He went to go talk to our Dean of Students and our Rector. He'll be joining us again shortly. But here we are about to resume the game. They're just, players are getting ready. And Stephen is making his way back. So it's 26-25. We will see, can the Seminarians keep this lead? Can we increase the gap, making, instead of a 1 point lead, can we go 2 points, 3 points, 4, 5 points? Or will the priests catch up? I guess we will see. If you are commenting or posting anything about the game, feel free to use the hashtag LA Vocations. And the vocation office will be able to see everything that you guys are sharing and posting about. And there's Father Andrew with the layup. And so I guess this lead was too good to be true. Now we're down by
a little too good to be true. It's going to be 27-26. I'm not sure why they haven't updated the score there. But it should be 27-26 with the priests in the lead here. Yeah, there we go. 27-26 should be updated now for you guys.
So now it's priest ball. Father Andrew bringing the ball in. David there on the defense. The interesting thing is that I didn't play basketball for many years as a kid. But my first time ever playing basketball, 32 was also my number.
Was it really?
Yeah.
Wow.
And it's just a random trivial fact that probably nobody watches.
Nice little coincidence, though,
The number always brings me back to the first time I ever played basketball.
Yeah, that's wonderful.
Oh, and there's Father blocking David. There's Pacheco with the ball. Oh, and Father Andrew with the steal. Slowing it down, letting everybody get in their positions. And he misses. No, this second half not looking too good for the Seminarians team. Father Andrew with the three, and it's in. We are down by 4.
We are down by 4. I'm not sure what the Holy Spirit told the priest there, but maybe he got a little inspiration there, and they seem to have taken the lead. Jose Pacheco trying there. misses, recovered by, rebound recovered there by the priest. Father Andrew is taking it in. Father Oscar looks like he might have slipped or tripped or something there. Father Darren has the ball now. He's going to pass it to Father Andrew, who's got coverage by David Agatrap there. But manages to pass it to Father Oscar. Father Oscar trying to, looks like traveling there.
So for all of you watching at home, feel free to throw some prayers the seminarians' way.
Yes, please.
Right now we're down by 4, and we like to close this gap and take the lead. Yeah, and they started the wave on the other side.
And they did, and we missed it. Oh, they're trying the wave. There we go. Look at that. Yeah. And it looks like we've got a player for the Seminarians out on the court that we haven't seen for a while. That's Stephen Alvarado. His parishioners over at St. Kateri Tekakwitha in Santa Clarita are having a watch party. I don't believe Father Vaughn, their pastor, is there because he's out here in the stands with us. Father Vaughn, who just became pastor there, and their associate pastor, Father Ji-Hoon Kim, is playing for the priest team. That's wonderful. Now I'm going to pass my microphone off over here, and Miguel's going to talk to one of our other seminarians on internship here, Paul Collins. Paul Collins, who's telling me, no, I don't want to talk. But Paul, I'm going to be handing the microphone to you right now.
Oh, see, the funny thing is when you got classmates who don't want to do things, we always like to push them outside of their comfort zone. And so we got Paul Collins, who's actually, this is his second time joining the commentators during Facebook Live. The very first year we did this, you spoke. Didn't you also share some of your experience in the seminary?
One of those years, yeah. I don't remember which year it was.
Paul Collins is a classmate of mine. He's also on his internship year. Can you tell our audience where you're at this year for your internship?
Yeah, I want to give a shout out to all my people at Santa Gertrudis La Grande in Bell Gardens.
There has been
que
some
me están
shout-outs.
esperando ya bastante tiempo, pero hoy por la noche regreso y por eso pueden ya jubilarse.
There has been some shout-outs for St. Gertrude this evening.
Wow, yeah.
And so we already had a classmate on internship come up and kind of explain what the purpose of the internship is. So for you, just to kind of ask about your own experience, what's been your experience on an internship like this year?
Oh, it's really cool. A lot to learn, a lot to experience. Just kind of a crazy opportunity to be like seen as a priest by a lot of people, or even if not necessarily as a priest, as like a minister of the church to a lot of people, which is like, that's new to me to actually have that really happen. So it's pretty cool.
And so what would you say if you could name just one thing that you like that has made so far your experience on internship worth it, or like very memorable, or what? Like when you look back to this year, what would it be like the one memory that comes to mind? It's a tough question and a deep question, I know, so feel free to take a second.
I don't know if I have like a good answer or a true answer. The best answer I have is taking communion to the sick in their homes. That's been really cool. I've got to know some people that way. Kind of, when you come back to people week after week and kind of check on how they're doing.
Yeah, taking communion to the sick is very powerful. I mean, I do that myself too, and you can agree or disagree, but I really feel like some of these people who are sick and can't make it to Mass, we are their connection to the parish and to the church.
Well, yeah.
And while to us, it may seem like an appointment, so like one other person that we're visiting, but to them, it's the parish really going out of their way and making them feel included, and I feel their appreciation every time I go.
Oh yeah, and I tell them like they feel bad. They're like, yeah, we're sorry we can't come to Mass anymore, and I say, hey, the parish comes to you now because I'm going to people who are legit down to their bed, so they really can't go anywhere. It's pretty cool.
Yeah, seeing the faith of some of the lay parishioners who you don't see at the parish has been really inspiring for me as well. Because when we're at the parish, we see all the people that come up and they're excited, and they'll go to confession, they come receive communion, they're involved, they're lectors, they are catechists. But it's easy to kind of not see those that are sick because they're homebound.
Yeah.
But it's important. It's a very important ministry.
Yeah.
Is there anything, any other shout outs? Do you have any family watching, any friends?
I don't know.
Maybe somebody from your home parish you'd like to give a shout out to?
I don't know, honestly. I don't know if my family's watching this year. My brother really enjoyed it that last year. I don't know if he's watching it. I hope he's enjoying it.
Is there anything else you'd like to say before? I know you're out of your comfort zone right now, coming out speaking to everybody. So before we kind of...
hey, go Seminarians. Let's beat these guys.
Thank you. Yeah, we are down by 1 point. Somebody did send a shout out to the Seminarians on Facebook. So thank you for your prayers. We need to catch up. It was 30-30 a second ago. Now we're down by 1 again. So please keep sending your prayers. Keep rooting for the Seminarians, and I'm sure we will take the victory tonight. Thank you so much, Paul Collins.
Oh, thank you.
And so Paul is just passing the microphone back over to Stephen, and to give just a shout out for Cesar Sepulveda. His home parish is Our Lady of Guadalupe en el Monte. He wants to give a shout out to his parents, Juana and Julio.
Julio.
Oh, Julio.
Juana and Julio.
Juana and Julio.
Yeah.
That's what I said.
Oh, I heard Julia. No.
Juana, I'm assuming his mom and Julio, his dad. Shout out to Juana and Julio, his parents. He's currently in his 2nd year of college. So he's currently with the Queen of Angels House of Priestly Formation.
Oh, very good.
In his 2nd year of college, this is his first time playing. He's 6 foot.
He is 6 foot, absolutely, and he's playing
when I met
position
him
guard
in person,
there.
I didn't think he was all that tall.
No, now he is actually stepping out of the game. I'm not sure who came in for him on the substitute. I think it was Deacon Ramon Reyes over there. And hopefully Deacon Ramon can get us some help here as a clergy member. Maybe he's got that pre-priestly power going on because the seminarians definitely need it. It is 33-30 with the priests in the lead. That is 33-30 with the priests in the lead. Looks like we had some foul going on here, and it looks like Michael Krogan is going to take a couple of free throws here, or at least one. 2 shots. No, he does have 2 shots here. Yeah, Michael Krogan, again, who has had a couple of free throws now, and I think he's made a few. It's been great. Maybe he can get the Seminarians closer to coming back here, you know.
Yeah, so I was trying to find Michael Krogan's page here, but there's so many seminarians it took a while to get to it.
Yes, there are, yeah.
And so he has a shout out to Lilia, his mom, in Santa Cruz, and Mike.
That's his dad, yeah,
Oh.
Mike, his dad.
Yeah,
now,
Mike, his dad.
Now, one of the funny things about Michael Krogan, we asked some of the seminarians and the priests to provide their favorite quotes. Now, when I read his, it made me laugh. Can you go ahead and read what his quote was?
Michael Krogan's favorite quote is, "There's always hope."
Okay, that's a great quote. Now, that's not why it's funny. Why is it funny?
Because it was said by one of our very own priests, Father Matt Wheeler.
Father Matt Wheeler. Oh, okay, now you might be having a little bit of difficulty hearing us at the moment, and that's because they are giving out some free pizzas here in the gymnasium to the loudest who are cheering. So we're going to go ahead and stop talking for just a moment.
I mean, you don't want to scream so we can get a pizza?
You know, I do want pizza. I'll tell you that. I'm always up for pizza.
And it's Little Caesars.
It is Little Caesars. They're very good.
A lot of people bag on Little Caesars, but a fresh, deep dish pizza from Little Caesars, for me, goes a long way.
It does. It is very good. I will tell you that. Now those pizza have been given out. We've got a little bit of quiet in the stadium back. I can hear myself thinking again, which, you know, is not always the best thing, but that's okay. You know. Yeah, absolutely. And we do have a timeout, so we got a couple of minutes here. We're going to take a break and give the players a chance to rest up a little bit, change the lineup if they're going to, and then they'll resume play here in just a moment.
So I have a quick question here.
Yes.
Michael Krogan says that his favorite team is St. Mary's Giles. Giles?
Okay.
I'm assuming it's a basketball team, but I don't know to where.
I'm not sure. Maybe there's a typo there.
Oh, so Paul Collins, who's still sitting right next to me, just gave me some insider information.
Oh, okay. What's the insider information here? What do we got, Paul?
He went to college at a St. Mary's up north.
Up north.
So maybe it's them.
Maybe. Might be football. It also might be a typo. Maybe isn't there a St. Mary's Girls' School? Here
There is somewhere
in the
out in the
Archdiocese.
Midwest.
Maybe.
Oh, I don't know.
If anyone from St. Mary's
Yeah,
is
he definitely didn't attend an all-girls school.
well, no, I know that. I know that. But maybe he helped out or something there.
Probably
Yeah.
maybe it's like the Irish or something because it's
Maybe.
got L.
Maybe.
I'm not sure. Paul
Well,
Collins is Irish, so he has whispered that to me, so he's an authority on that.
Absolutely.
If we're doing shout-outs to our college basketball teams, and I want to give a shout-out to my college basketball team.
Okay, go for it.
My senior year in college, our basketball team won the league.
Oh, and
that's
who
the
is
San
that?
Diego State Aztecs.
Oh, very nice. San Diego.
And college was a wonderful experience. San Diego was a beautiful city. University was a great university. They don't know we're giving them a shout-out, but...
No, absolutely. Now, Miguel, you had a wonderful experience prior to joining the seminary that actually had to do with college.
I went there.
Well, yes, but I'm talking more specifically about focus, and I'm not asking you specifically to focus, although that would help us a little bit right now in this conversation. No, why don't you tell us a little bit about the focus program and how that's played a role in your vocation?
Sure. So I was part of a lay missionary group. So it's a group filled with laity, just normal men and women serving.
Were they normal though?
Some
okay.
were normal.
Yeah.
But let's be honest, right? When you're on fire with zeal for the Holy Spirit, right? Everybody looks at you like you're weird. Look at the apostles after Pentecost. The people thought they were drunk, right? And so sometimes, people perceive us as a little weird. But so my job was to go back to the college campus and evangelize college students.
Okay.
And so the current statistic is 80% of young adults leave the faith while they're in college.
Wow, 80%.
That's a terrible statistic.
It is.
80%. Fortunately, I belong to the 20% that remain in the faith. So Focus is a response to that need. It's a group of lay members of the church who get together to go back to the campus and evangelize. So I was leading Bible studies, teaching college students how to pray. And there's about, so forgive me if there's anybody from Focus listening, I don't know the current statistics. When I was a missionary, there was about 500 missionaries across 120 campuses.
Wow.
All across the United States.
Wow. Incredible.
Now we've gone overseas. We're in Dublin in Ireland. We're in Austria, I think. And I forget where else. We're also we've expanded to more campuses in the United States. I think we have closer to 600 or maybe 700 missionaries. So every year we grow, Focus grows a lot.
Well, that's wonderful, and it's an important ministry that they provide. And do a shout out to all of you who might be in college who are listening to this game tonight. Keep the faith, keep going. We do want to just give an update on the score. It is now 36-33 with the Seminarians in the lead. We haven't been able to say that in a little bit. 36-33 with the Seminarians in the lead. Let's see if they can hang on to that. Father Andrew passes to Father Lewis to Father Darren to Father Fidelis there. Father Fidelis is going to take it in, shoots, misses, it is out. And it is going to be Tommy Green of the Seminarians who's going to take the ball in here. Tommy Green taking the ball in. There's going to be a substitution for the Seminarians. Jose Pacheco coming out and Jose Moreno coming in. Sorry about that. We have a lot of Jose's in the seminary, you know.
Yeah,
Father
there are a lot of Jose's. There used to be a lot
in.
of Miguel's. There isn't anymore.
There are not. No. Yep, you've gotten rid of them one by one. Is that what you're saying? No.
Yeah, well, but they've all made it. They've all made it.
Now, Jose Moreno coming from Silmar, I believe. St. Didicus Parish there. What else do we know about him?
He's in his second year of pre-theology, which means he's studying philosophy. He's in a 2-year philosophy program. So next year, he will enter the theology program.
Looks like we had a little bit of a crash there going on. Father Darren and Tommy Green running into each other. And it looks like there will be no foul on either team there, but it looks like Michael Krogan will be taking it in for the... Oh, nope, it looks like there was a foul. It looks like Father Darren is going to have... Oh, no, the priests are just taking it in. There we go. Wow.
He went too far under
Father
the court.
Justin tossing it all the way to Father Darren. Father Darren had to recover a little bit out to Father Lewis. Father Lewis signaling to Father Fidelis to kind of move a little bit.
And he misses,
looks like
but
a
he's
foul
fouled.
with some charging there going on.
So let's see what we have here for Father Lewis.
Father Lewis sung.
We shouldn't take this. Let me see. There's a
Now
lot
there
of
aren't as
pages
many
to flip
priests
through.
Playing, but Miguel is still having
that's
trouble
because
finding his
he
paper here.
is,
He's the
last on the
last
list.
one. That's why he's last
His
on the list, but not last in our
Favorite
hearts,
team is the
you know.
Lakers.
Are you gone?
Favorite player is Kobe Bryant. You know, may he rest in peace.
Absolutely.
Kobe Bryant was a fan favorite here in the city of Los Angeles.
Absolutely. Now,
fellow Catholic as well.
Father Lewis? No.
Well, I hope Father Lewis is.
Yes.
Kobe Bryant was a fellow Catholic.
Yeah.
And so the church has been praying for him.
Yeah.
And for his family.
And shout out to anyone over at St. Peter Claver and Simi Valley who's listening or watching on. Now, Father Lewis has a great quote that he gave us as well. Can you go ahead and read that for us, Miguel? It's
a Korean proverb.
Yep.
Even monkeys fall from trees.
Yes. I am not sure the meaning of that.
Well, I think it's simple.
What is it?
I think the meaning, Seminarians just made a basket. That's why if you hear cheering.
39-34. Seminarians still in the lead.
To explain this quote, I think it means so that monkeys are good at climbing trees, right? They're known for being able to climb from tree to tree, right? It's something they're skilled at. But even sometimes at what they're skilled at, they can make mistakes. They can still fall.
So you do know what a proverb is, right?
Yeah.
It's not something literal.
Yeah.
You just give us a literal explanation, though, here.
But what I mean like, so if you're really good at something, doesn't mean you're going to be perfect at it. You might still fail.
That's true. I see what you're saying. Yeah. Okay. Yes, that's a good interpretation of it. I thought it was maybe that just monkeys get tired sometimes and they let go of the branch, and that's that. You know.
But
you're saying there's a deeper meaning.
Yeah. Sometimes we get tired. You know, for example, like let's say like Father Fidelis is somebody who's really skilled in athletics.
Okay.
But even sometimes he might make some mistakes.
Which is why the Seminarians now have the lead, 39-34, right?
Well, I wouldn't blame it on Father Fidelis.
Well, no.
It's a
I would blame it on the whole team.
The whole team.
Right. Absolutely.
Absolutely. All the seminarians have been doing really well so far.
Yeah.
So we do have a 5-point lead.
And we're going to try to put our masks back on here if we can. And we're going to see if we can get a hold of Father Ray. Father Ray is the Dean of Students at the seminary. And we're going to see if we can get him just on the microphone here for a minute to talk to us. And see if he can give us some insights on some of the seminarian players here. We're just going to walk down to courtside here and see if we can find him here. And I'll see if I can signal him over. Yep. And I think he's going to come around and join us on this side over here. Yep, we do have our courtside activity going on once again. Oh, I lost Miguel for a minute, but he's right behind me. I
got your back.
Yep, absolutely. Go ahead and talk.
A quick shout out to all the people who our friend Paul Collins was on just a while ago, and now his phone is blowing up by fans of his, people that heard him.
Okay, so what's going on? So you're just going to talk.
So we have Father Ray joining us. Father Ray is our Dean of Students. He's basically the guy that keeps all the seminarians in line. So if we make mistakes, if we do something wrong, Father Ray is the one there who's to make sure that we're disciplined. And it's all because he wants us to be great priests for all of you. So Father Ray, can you talk to us a little bit about your experience as a Dean of Students in your relationship with the seminarians?
Oh, what can I say? It's always an adventure. Actually, working with you guys has really helped me understand a different view of the title Father. Sometimes I feel like a dad with you guys, but there's a lot of proud moments I have with a lot of the seminarians, so it's really fun to be here.
That's very good. Very good to hear. If you had to pick a favorite seminarian, no, I'm just kidding.
Oh no,
I'm just kidding. No, I'm totally kidding. We all know it's me. No, I'm just kidding.
Well,
I'm just kidding. No, I'm just.
We all know who it's not.
It's not the one I'm talking to right now.
Oh, I'm sorry,
Although
Stephen.
he's
So, Father, if you could name just like one thing about your priesthood that you would like to share with the seminarians and even maybe with young people who might be watching, what's something about your priesthood that makes you feel so affirmed and ecstatic to be serving in this ministry?
one of those exciting things for me is actually being with the people and journeying with them, talking to them about, well, hearing from them about how God is active in their life, and maybe even pointing out for some of them where he is in their life when they can't see him. So it's always fun to be able to talk to the parishioners, get to know the families especially.
Very nice, very nice. So now that you went from being at a parish to now being at the seminary, how has that changed at the seminary?
Well, actually I went from the parish to high school ministry to college formation and then here at the seminary. So it's been, most of my priesthood has been in special ministry.
Very, very, very nice. So what would you say has been like your best memory? If you look back in your days as a formator at the seminary, what would you say would be something that comes up in your fondest memories?
Oddly enough, it's our formation advisement meetings. Because there I get to really talk with the guy individually, just, get a chance to hear what's going on in his life, where God is helping him to grow, and even giving him some guidance in those areas.
That's beautiful. Yeah, well, one of the main things is all priests are called to be spiritual fathers. And so even those at the seminary, even though, they might be the disciplinarian or they might be the ones keeping an eye out, even they, just like yourself, serve that role as a spiritual father. And so, all the seminarians have always been grateful of all the priests that really do take on that role. So thank you.
I do have one more question. I'm going to get a little close here. What is the best Pokemon you've caught at the seminary? That's an important question that the fans, I'm sure, are dying.
Oh, the best Pokemon I caught so far. Well, they just introduced a few new ones for the Kalos region. So the new ones that I like are the Flabebe that they're sending out right now.
Oh, very good. Okay, and go Hufflepuff, right?
Yes, go Hufflepuff.
No. We're Team Gryffindor around here.
No. It's all about Hufflepuff. We're friendly people.
Very good. Well, thank you so much for joining us.
You're welcome.
So we're going to go back up to our spot because the game has resumed. We are in the fourth quarter. Did we get a seminarian to come join us in the fourth quarter?
I'm not sure. Paul Collins is still sitting back up there. He hasn't learned his lesson yet. So we might have to call upon him again. We'll find out, though, here. We're going to head back up to our seats.
The score is still 39-34. Seminarians are still up by 5.
Yes,
my back is to the court, so
we're not sure what's going on. We got to climb the stairs.
Seminarians just scored.
Seminarians scored,
41-34.
Like there may have been a foul, though. We're trying to figure out what's going on here. Father Oscar looks like he's got a little bit of, a little bit of pain or something going on, but we'll find out here what's going on in a moment.
Father Andrew bringing the ball in, passing it to Father Oscar, correct? Was that Father Oscar?
Correct, that was to Father Oscar.
Father Jihu and Father Lewis song, back to Father Andrew. Passing it back to Father Oscar, 3-pointer, and he missed.
And that's Father Justin able to keep it in bounds there and make a score of 41-36. Seminarians are still up by 5 here. Yep.
So
Let's
Deacon
see.
Ramon with the ball. Oh, no, now it's Thomas. Oh, foul.
Foul. And it looks like we got a couple of shout-outs here on YouTube. Christina A. wants to point out that it is a nail-biter. It is a bit of a nail-biter. It's been kind of back and forth. And it is just a 5-point game with 10 minutes and 30 seconds left. We have a hashtag, Let's Go Team Priests. Turn it around, you got this. Shout out to our associate priest over at St. Gertrude, Father Justin. Go, Father Justin. Father Justin, we are with you. Father Justin, we are with you. Father Justin's got some fans out there, it sounds like. That's awesome. Yeah. And priests scoring again, 41-39 now, 41-39. Carlos Buckets Tovan taking it up court there. Passes it over to, looks like to Thomas. To Michael Krogan, back to Carlos. Carlos lines up, shoots, scores, misses, but the rebound is caught by Carlos.
That's what I'm talking
about.
Buckets.
Misses again. Buckets. I'm sorry, Buckets. And he shoots again. Oh, and it's going to be tapped out by the seminarians. Priests are going to take it back in. Father Oscar's going to take it. Passes it to Father Justin. Father Justin going to take it down court. And we'll see what happens here. 41-39. It is a nail biter, that is for sure. Absolutely a nail biter. Father Luis shoots, misses, and rebound caught by Jose Pacheco.
Very nice, very nice. We got Father Manny Del Rio saying next year maybe we can get some instant replays. I think that technology is a little out of our.
It is, but if there's anybody out there who wants to sponsor us, and maybe provide us some equipment for that,
maybe the Staples Center. No, now it's the cryptocurrency.
The cryptocurrency center.
Maybe they want to host us next year.
That would be wonderful, and we could fill it up. Could you imagine if we were able to fill that stadium up? Could you imagine if all of the Catholics, all of you who are at home right now, everyone here in the gymnasium, it would just be a small dent, but I bet we could fill something like that.
Of course. Parking would be terrible.
Well, parking would be expensive. That's for sure. Yeah.
But it'd also be a donation
to Father Lewis.
To the city.
Let's see here. Looks like this basketball game turned into a wrestling match there for a minute, but it is going to be a foul, and the priests are going to take it back in. Father Lewis sung there. Waiting to see who he throws it to Justin O. Justin O. takes it in. Carlos with some great defense there.
There we go, Father
Andrew there lines up, tries for 3 points and misses.
Sorry.
Yeah. Seminarians are going to take it in. Michael Krogan there has it.
So let's increase this lead.
Yes, 41-39. Just an update of our players on the court right now because we haven't done that in a little bit. We have Michael Krogan, Jose Pacheco, Carlos Buckets over there, Joseph Weifeng, and who am I missing? Thomas Liu for the Seminarians. And for the priests, we have Justin, Father Justin, Father Louis Sung, Father Ji-Hun Kim, Father Andrew, and Father Oscar.
The priests keep going for those three-pointers.
They really do.
They either might get lucky or that might be their downfall.
Well, I mean, it's only a 2-point game now, with 7 minutes and 15 seconds left.
Which is why a three-pointer will give them the lead.
Absolutely.
But really, they should just try to go for a layup.
They have been pretty successful with some layups. That is true.
But let's not tell them that.
No, that's not. You guys out there listening, please keep it a secret.
The priests don't have their phone, so even if you were to
and
text
we have
them.
a substitution coming in for the priests. Father Oscar going out and Father Fidelis coming in.
Last year, or not last year, the last game we played, so this was about maybe 2 years ago.
Yes.
The Seminarians were not rebounding the ball to save their life.
No.
But I must say, I've noticed a drastic change in that this year.
Absolutely.
I've been seeing them rebound beautifully in the first half.
In the first half. Well, I was impressed just a moment ago. Carlos Buckets there, shot from behind the three-point line, missed, but was able to get the rebound himself inside the lane there.
And that was a beautiful thing to witness indeed.
It really was. You don't see that too often, I don't think. I don't watch a lot of basketball, though, in case you couldn't tell. In case you out there listening couldn't tell. I don't watch a lot of basketball. But I was impressed by that.
I used to watch a lot of basketball. When I was in Santa Clara High School, I was the team manager for the girls' varsity basketball team.
Oh, very good.
Reason being was because the coach was my brother-in-law, and my sister was on the team. So it was a good way for us to get picked up after the game at the same place.
Yes.
As opposed to
what I'm hearing you say. What I'm hearing you say there is that you really only wanted to make one trip back out here. Now Miguel, my co-commentator here, you had the longest commute home on weekends home for a while there. Was that correct?
Of course. I hold
now,
the record.
every month or so, as seminarians, we have a weekend off. Normally during the weekends, we have some free time, but we stay at the seminary for liturgies. We might have some events, things like that. But about once a month, we get a weekend home. And some people have to drive all the way to San Bernardino, to Fresno. Now where did you have to drive to?
So I think I hold the record for the farthest drive in the history of the seminary.
Well, that's if you were to go the opposite direction and circle the globe. Is that correct?
That is correct, because my parents' house is right next to the seminary.
Okay.
So my move, when I moved to the seminary, my very first day, it took me 2 minutes to drive from the front gate of my parents' house to the front gate of the seminary.
Wow.
And I had to slow down because there were bicyclists, sorry, in the bike lane.
Yeah.
Otherwise, I would have made it in a minute and a half.
Yeah. Now the cheering we're hearing right now, and for those of you guys who were just watching on screen, we had a raffle here in the gymnasium, and this wonderful little kid pulling that ticket for us. I'm not sure who won, but that's a wonderful thing. You know, hopefully next year you guys who are out there watching can join us. I know it's a long drive, you know, but it is worth it. You can really feel the energy here in the gymnasium. And the fraternity, although I will say it is a little warm.
It is warm.
It is a little warm.
It got warm out of nowhere.
It did.
It is much cooler here, though, than where I'm currently at for my internship.
Yes.
So I'm happy to.
Yeah, it's always nice to get to the coast. Yeah. You know, I will say that. It's always nice to get to the coast.
We just saw one more comment about how the commentary might be slightly unbalanced.
Well, it is. It is.
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
This is what happens when you task seminarians to do the commentary at a priest versus seminarians basketball game.
Absolutely.
We are true to our brothers, right? We remain with our brothers, and right now we have Father Jonathan Nestico giving Deacon Ramon a hug. Because it's true, they're brothers also.
They are. They are.
We were brother seminarians at one point, and then they got ordained, became priests.
And we do want to point out that Father Sam Ward is doing the commentary for the gymnasium here, and we've been able to listen in a little bit. You know, it's not the most balanced either. But yeah, somebody did suggest maybe next year one of each. We'll see about that. Yeah, that could be a good idea. You know, but it is a little bit of fun. Yeah, we like to tease. We have a good time. So that score is still 41-39. 41-39 with 6 minutes and 22 seconds left in the game. Michael Krogan taking it down court to Deacon Ramon Reyes. Ramon Reyes looking to throw it to somebody. Nobody was there. But Michael Krogan was able to catch up and save that from going out of bounds. Michael Krogan to Tommy Green. Tommy Green takes it for a layup.
And it's in!
And it's in. 43-39. 43-39 here. With a foul on Tommy Green. He was still able to make it, and he's going to get a free throw here. Yep. (43-39). Let's see what happens here.
I think is that Father Matt Murphy?
It might be the one here. Father, if that is you, can you just let us know here? Let's see. Let's see what he has to say here.
Well, there is a 3-minute lag on the.
Yeah,
on
I'm grabbing the third mic next year, Miguel. Yeah, I'm thinking that is Father Murphy.
If that's you, Father Matt, we would love to have you.
Yes, Father Matt Murphy. Even if it's not his, we're not sure yet. We haven't gotten confirmation. But Father Matt Murphy, wonderful man out in Malibu, Our Lady of Malibu.
Our Lady of Malibu.
Yeah, wonderful.
He ran the small group that I was a part of at my priestly discernment retreat.
Really?
And I jokingly asked him if I could be a cruise chaplain. Because I wanted my vocation to be a vacation.
A vacation.
And he had the biggest face palm. But he's great.
Yeah, it doesn't work like that.
Yeah, now, I know. I was just kind of being my comedic self.
Yeah.
Some people might find me funny, others might not, but I'm just me, and some people laugh.
Now we do have another comment from M. Murphy here, pointing out that Tommy Green is playing football on the basketball court. That's why I love that kid, somebody said. Yeah, Tommy Green is a great football player as well, all-around sportsman, really. I always joke that Tommy Green reminds me, of your assistant football high school coach, just a really, really great guy. Yeah. No, but what you were saying about Father Matt is very true, in helping discernment, young men who are in discernment, oftentimes they find a priest that really helps them with their vocation. And we do have a wonderful opportunity for any young men out there who are interested in discernment. Discernment is that process of kind of prayer, as Father Peter was talking about, and trying to listen to God and begin. And in fact, all of us who are in seminary are in a process of discernment, because for none of us, until the moment we're ordained, we don't know for certain that this is our calling, and so the discernment process begins, when we're younger, but it stretches all throughout seminary formation. But we do have discernment groups throughout the diocese, each region, each pastoral region. So that'd be in Santa Barbara, in San Pedro, Long Beach area, in San Gabriel, in Our Lady of the Angels, which is kind of downtown area. And what's the one I'm forgetting here? In San Fernando Valley. Each of them do have discernment groups that meet regularly, where young men can come and meet some priests and seminarians and talk and begin the process of dialogue, because that's really what it is. And it becomes a dialogue of prayer, is a dialogue with God, you know. And again, that's where most of us, our vocation started, was in talking with a priest, you know, and going to those priestly discernment retreats or discernment groups. So just
I'm reading some of the comments. Father Matt Murphy said, it was enough we took you out of USC. First of all, USC is a great campus to be at. When I was there, the statistic was that it had the most nominal Catholics. Nominal meaning people who identify as Catholic. So that was a beautiful thing to be a part of. You know, Trojans, if there's any USC alumni or USC students, fight on.
Wonderful. And Tommy Green taking a couple of free throws there, increasing the lead for the Seminarians 48-41. Father Andrew taking it up there. Oh, we're going to have a foul here, though. I'm not sure who it's on. Oh, Tommy Green, who just took those free throws for the Seminarians, fouled, it looks like Father Andrew. Father Andrew, who's going to have a chance at a couple of free throws here. We'll see what happens. Again, that score is 48-41. Now 48-42 with 3 minutes and 55 seconds left in the game.
We still have a 6-point lead. We can do this. We can do this. For those of you that have been praying, thank you. It's been working.
Absolutely.
But I think the priest got some people praying for them too, and so let's keep praying.
Yeah.
We're doing well. We're doing well. Here comes Carlos Buckets bringing in the ball. Making his way through.
But Father Darren blocks.
And there goes Father Andrew. There he goes for the, and he misses. Michael Krogan with the rebound.
Michael Krogan.
Tommy.
Oh, not sure what happened there. Oh, calling a foul. Foul with the priest being able to take the ball back in. I'm not sure what happened there.
So I'm not an expert in basketball, but that looked like it could have been a moving screen.
It looked like it could have been out of soccer. I'm not sure there.
Well, no, he didn't stay on the ground for that long. He got right back up.
That is true, yeah.
No offense to any soccer, that's just a joke. I know soccer is a very intense sport and people like their second of rest when they fall on the ground.
Absolutely. Father Justin Andrew. Father Andrew looks like another foul.
You know, I think these referees might be just trying to help the priest out now.
I'm not sure. I think we should give a shout out to our refs. They've been doing a good job.
No, they have.
They really have. We thank them for their time. I didn't catch their names, unfortunately, and we don't seem to have anything in our binder about them. But we do want to give thanks to them. They've been helping with this game here so far.
There's some shout-outs right now to Father Andrew.
Yeah. Father Sam has given a shout-out here in the gym to all of you who are watching on the live stream. For our international audience with the thousands of you, at least 112 on YouTube and however many on Facebook. But we do appreciate you guys sticking with us watching the game. We should note that it is now 48-43. Father Andrew scoring on that free throw. But Father Darren trying to keep it in bounds, didn't quite make it. So Deacon Ramon is going to take it in for the Seminarians to Carlos Buckets. And the score is 48-43 with just 3 minutes left. Now you're hearing chants of defense throughout the stadium or the gymnasium here. A lot of chants of defense. Seems we have a lot of people going for the priests here in the gymnasium. That's wonderful. And it's paying off because they just scored. It is now 48-45, a three-point game.
We just have a little under 3 minutes left.
2 minutes and 50 seconds with a timeout. Timeout here, give the players a chance to catch their breath and See what happens.
Basketball genius by night. She knows her summa and she knows her pick and roll.
And sorry about that radio silence here for a minute. We had to take a quick break and get some water. Our throats are just a little bit dry. But we've definitely been enjoying the game. Let's check out and see if we have any more comments that we've seen here. Father Matt, thank you for pointing out that we need to stick to commenting. Referee is not our vocation. That is very true, although I'm sure those of you who are listening would say that commentating is not necessarily our vocation either. Yep. Okay, and we do have Father Matt Murphy pointing out that Gene Bessinger is one of our referees. He's the husband of Mary Bessinger. Yep. And Christina A is pointing out hashtag Team Priest, rooting for Team Priest, but is noting that Buckets is quite catchy. And I don't think it's related to this, and it's not true at all. But Buckets is hashtag Buckets is trending on Twitter right now. Again, it's not related to this commentary at all, and not true at all, in fact. But Carlos Buckets is definitely going to be quite memorable after tonight.
We got some shout outs on the YouTube comments for Father Justin O.
Justin O. Defense again, taking Father Andrew to Father Justin O. Back to Father Andrew. Steps in. Oh, went for 2 points. Didn't get it. Rebound by Carlos Buckets to Jose Pacheco. 2 minutes and 20 seconds left in the game. 48-45. 48-45. Seminarians. Michael Krogan going for a layup. Misses. Rebound by Father Darren. Passes to Father Justin O. Father Justin O is going to take it down court to Louis Sung. Louis Sung is going to shoot behind the 3 points. Misses. Rebound got by Deacon Ramon Reyes. 2 minutes left in the game now, 48-45. It's close. It is a nail biter. That is for sure.
This could go either way.
Yep. Somebody is asking now where they can get Buckets merchandise. I think Home Depot carries Buckets, if I'm not mistaken.
You know, maybe next year we'll make some merch and.
Absolutely. Yeah. Deacon Ramon here to Thomas Lou. Thomas Lou shoots.
Krogan with the
rebound.
And it is Seminarian ball.
Oh, foul on the Seminarians.
Oh, there's a timeout by the Team Seminarians.
Timeout by Team Seminarians here.
So we're just at a minute and a half left.
Minute 26 seconds, 48-45. I mean, three points by the Priest could be grounds for overtime. You know.
Are there any other sponsors we haven't mentioned yet?
You know, we mentioned the Knights of Columbus, Council 750. We want to thank them. They're running the snack booth here. And Catholic Cemeteries and Mortuaries is another sponsor here. The Archdiocese, we're very blessed because we have a number of Catholic cemeteries throughout. In fact, my internship parish, we have Calvary Cemetery is right near us, and Resurrection Cemetery as well. Both Catholic cemeteries, wonderful, wonderful people. They do, you know, it really is a corporal work of mercy, caring for the dead.
It is.
And they take that work of mercy very seriously. They do a very good job. And so shout out to Catholic cemeteries and mortuaries. It's never a good thing having to contact them, but they are always there with a compassionate ear to listen to. So thank you, Catholic cemeteries and mortuaries, for your support and for being with us here this evening. Thank you so much. Looks like we've got the wave going across the gymnasium over there. That's great to see. Hopefully you at home are joining in. And play has resumed. Jose Pacheco to Deacon. Ramon Reyes takes a three-point shot and sinks it! 51-45. It is now a 6-point game with 60 seconds left, 55 seconds left. 6-point game. Father Justin O there.
Not over yet, though,
Father
Stephen.
Darren with a layup, misses. Rebound by Jose Pacheco, but it looks like there's a foul here.
It's not over yet, though. I mean,
Not over yet, 45 seconds.
I've seen teams come back from even bigger gaps in the score.
Absolutely. We are so proud of the Seminarians, especially my brother Carlos Buckets. That's wonderful. That's from his sister Natalie. Thank you, Natalie. And Carlos did ask that we give a shout out to you, so thank you for watching. We really enjoyed it. Now, Jose Pacheco taking a free throw here for the Seminarians. Misses, recovered by Father Darren, who calls a timeout with 44 seconds left in the game.
Are there any shout-outs you'd like to give out?
I would, actually. Thank you for asking. Yeah, I'm not sure if my family's watching. One of the things with the Archdiocese of Los Angeles, it's a very large archdiocese, and so many of us who are in the seminary are not necessarily native Angelinos. We come from all over. My family is from Northern California, so they're watching up north. My brother up in Portland, Oregon is watching with his 3 kids. Daniel, James, and Francis. They should probably go to bed, but, I'm your uncle. Stay up later, And, of course, my parents, Daniel and Deanna, my sister, Katie, who definitely didn't give me that question about the foul in confessions. No, she did. Thank you for that, Katie. And my brother, Robert, and his wife, Melody. What about you, Miguel? Any shout-outs you want to give?
Just to anybody watching, if there's any, I know the Santa Clara High School was advertising the game today as well, so if there's any fellow alumni from the high school or any students or family of the high school that are watching, thank you so much for tuning in and supporting the Priest versus Seminarian basketball game. Thank you so much to just the high school for hosting us. I know this was kind of a last-minute-ish change because we were originally scheduled to be somewhere else. But thank you so much. And yeah, I don't think I have any family watching because, I'm not really playing.
Well, true.
And I don't even know they think I'm not that funny to listen to commentate either.
That's true.
But if there are, then, thank you for many family and friends. My aunt did tune in the very beginning. I'm not sure if she's still
very good.
She's still
watching.
Now,
for those of you who are there's a little bit of confusion here. The Priest team took it in, but the clock didn't restart. Father Justino caught that, and so they brought it back, and it's still not starting. We're not sure what's going on here.
So usually when that happens, you don't start the clock till the player picks up the ball.
Oh, so interesting. That's okay. Oh, wow. Sorry. What you're now hearing is 3 points for the Priest. 3 points for the Priest. Going to bring that up to 48-51. A 3-point game. A 3-point game with 35 seconds left. And free throws for the Priest here. There's a foul, a free throw here. Father Andrew is going to take that.
Just one more quick shout out to Margaret Herrera. I went to school with her daughter, elementary school. She currently is tuning in to watch. She's from Oxnard, California. Belongs to the parish of Our Lady of Guadalupe, where I went to elementary school.
Oh, wow, wonderful.
She's very involved there, very faithful family.
Wonderful. And we have a shout out for Father Andrew. He's been doing a great job here. And we also had a shout out from the Reyes family. Go Seminarians and go Deacon Ramon. Now Michael Krogan here for the Seminarians is going to take a free throw here. 51-48, 34 seconds left. Let's see what happens. I am on the edge of my seat. I don't know about you, but I really am.
Well, I'm currently have my back to the wall, but yes.
And Deacon Ramon Reyes recovers that.
Foul again.
Yep, and another foul. Wow. Deacon Ramon Reyes is going to take this foul shot now here. The Seminarians, 51-48 again is the score. 51-48 with 33 seconds left in the game.
So basically for the Priest to win, they'd have to score 2 more baskets.
Mm-hmm. But 1 3-point does tie.
A 3-point ties.
Yep.
Now we're going back to the other side of the court. We need to stop fouling, guys.
We do. We're going to set up that express lane for confessions here. See what happens. Yes. We're hearing Father Sam pointing out that you folks at home are on the edge of your couches. And we'll see what happens. It looks like, was this a timeout? Did you see that? Was it a timeout called?
Maybe. Yeah. I took a break to look down at the comments on Facebook.
I thought for a moment we were going to have a substitution, but it looks like there was a timeout. 32 seconds left in this fourth quarter, 51-48. I think you guys are on the edge of your seats, just like we are here. and we're gonna have to see what happens.
So here we go. We're all coming back. Priests have the ball.
Priests do have the ball. We had a shout out from Father Louis Reyes. Father Louis Reyes was recently ordained as well, classmate of Father Jonathan Nestico.
Did he hop over from Facebook to YouTube?
He must have hopped over. Now his shout out was muddy. Father Reyes, if you're offering, of course, please send it. But I think that might just be a nickname for one of the players out there. Father Justin shooting. Oh,
Krogan with the rebound.
Krogan with the
and
rebound.
The foul.
Another foul. 20 seconds. 51-48. 20 seconds left in the game. Let's see what happens. Father Reyes, no hay comentarios en español. Maybe next year. Maybe next year we can have some in Spanish. That would be good. Yeah. Christina A pointing out only 3-pointer is needed. Piece of cake. But we'll see. We're hearing chants of Michael. This is Michael Krogan taking a free throw here. If he does, and he makes it 52-48 with one more free throw chance. It is no longer a 3-point game. Priests are going to have to make 2 baskets now to have a chance of coming back with 20 seconds left in the game. Father Matt Murphy pointing out he's as relaxed as he can be.
But there's,
This is it, but, See, it's going to be out. Looks like Father Ji-Hoon Kim looks like he might have had a bit of an injury here. David Agatrap ran into him, but they're shaking it out, hugging it out. Father Ji-Hoon catching his breath. Father Ji-Hoon over at St. Kateri in Santa Clarita, not too far from here. They're having a watch party for him, so shout out to them. And Father Vaughn, their pastor, is here in the gymnasium, rooting, I'm sure, for Father Ji-Hoon, but also for his seminarian, Stephen Alvarado there.
Our refs seem to have been a little confused as to whose ball it was, but I think we ended up being the priest ball.
Father
Andrew bringing it in. Passing it to Father Lewis Song. Back to Father Andrew. Goes for the 3-pointer and misses.
But
Michael,
the priests keep it in.
There goes Krogan.
Michael
There you go, take it in. 6 seconds, 5.
6 seconds.
4.
Oh, but I'm not sure. Father Ji-Hoon grabbing onto the
foul.
back of his jersey there.
Is it?
That's a flagrant
What do you
foul.
think, Stephen? There's 4 seconds left. Is it safe to call it?
You know, not yet.
Not yet? All right, not yet.
Because I will say this, when the Holy Spirit is your coach, anything can happen. But 4 seconds left. We might be able to call it here. Let's see what happens. 53-48. 53-48. A 5-point game with 4 seconds left. And I think it's going to be safe here. Let's see what happens.
There it is.
54-48. A 6-point game.
54-48.
4 seconds. Father Darren to Father Justin.
3, 2, 1.
He has a long
that
shot.
That is the final buzzer. Final score
buzzer.
is 54 Seminarian, 48 Priest. Seminarians take home the trophy.
Where it belongs.
Back from the priest.
Where it belongs, absolutely.
Thank you so much for everybody that was watching at home or at their parishes. For all of you who are rooting for the priests, Stephen and I forgive you. But for those of you rooting for the seminarians, thank you so
for
much.
our biased commentary. But this has been a lot of fun. We are, if you want to stay tuned, we are going to head down courtside here. Father Mike, I believe, will be presenting the trophy to Team Seminarians here. And we'll see if we can catch some of the players on both sides. So stick around if you'd like to stay with us. And we'll see who we can find to talk to.
So who are we? I'd like to talk to one of the coaches.
Well, yes, and since the one who I know will talk to us in person at the moment would be would be Professor Reichhardt. Let's see, Dr. Reichhardt. Let's see if we can find her.
She's currently giving the high fives for the seminary.
Yes. Yeah. Well, here we have Father Jonathan. Father Jonathan. Let me come on this side so you can talk to the mic. Hey, for the priests to play together first time, as Father Jonathan just pointed out, the priests, this was their first time playing together as a team. MVP just announced Tommy Green.
He fouled out.
He fouled out. But he's a valued player.
He's a very good player. He's a hard player.
Absolutely.
He's a hard worker. He's going to make an amazing priest. I've told him that for years.
Yeah.
The seminaries, they put their butts off, man. And they were great. Team priest, we did our best.
You guys did. And again, you played for the first time together. It's wonderful. Thank you so much.
Thank you guys. We look forward to next year.
And ka-chow.
Ka-chow.
Absolutely. Some flowers presented here to the worthy coach, Dr. Reichhardt. Did a wonderful job. Deacon Ramon, who I think was a team captain, is presenting those flowers to her. It's a wonderful thing.
So it was definitely a wonderful game.
It really was. Thank you so much.
It was close, almost the entire game.
It was. Now let's see if we can get our MVP over here for just a minute. Mr. MVP, come on this side here. Come on this side.
We're on a different audio track than what's happening there.
Yeah, this is for the live stream. Yep. So, what does this mean to you? Tell us.
It's not to me, it's to the whole team. We played a great effort.
Well, but it's valuable player.
You're right.
Yeah.
It's just,
Yeah.
It means a lot.
That's wonderful. Anyone you want to give a shout out to?
I give a shout out to St. Elizabeth Ancian Parish, the Schneiders.
That's wonderful.
And my St. Dorothy family.
That's wonderful. Thank you so much. Go back to your team. Celebrate.
Thank you.
Enjoy. Well, it was a wonderful game. Let's see if we can get Dr. Reichhardt here for just a moment. I'm going to hand her my microphone and see if she has anything to say about these wonderful players. This is for our YouTube commentary here. Yes.
They do want her for a quick picture, though. Go ahead and take the picture, and then we'll wait for you. We'll keep the people entertained in the
absolutely
2 minutes it might take to take this picture. We might want to get out of the way out of the picture.
They're not asking for us here in the picture.
But here we go. There we go.
Yeah, we got to get the final pictures in here going on. Yeah, look for these pictures on LA Vocations on our Instagram page, LA Catholics on the Instagram. And of course, you can rewatch this broadcast or send a link on YouTube. We are live currently, but that link will be available to send to family and friends later on. And they can always mute. That is a possibility. They can just watch the game. But I really want to thank you, Miguel. This has been a fun experience. It's been an entertaining experience.
You're very welcome. And the time went by fast.
And it went by quickly.
I really thought we were going to be, because all of our brother seminarians have a task for about 30 minutes to an hour. But we've been working the whole game.
Oh no, it's been great though.
But yeah, the time went by quick.
Yeah.
It honestly felt like we were only talking for about half an hour.
Well, I'm sure not to the people listening.
Oh yeah. For those listening, we do apologize.
But we definitely enjoyed this. And anything left to say? I believe they're going to be wrapping up the live feed here soon. So we're going to be signing off here. All the priests joining in the seminarians for a picture there. That's great.
Very nice. Yeah, we might not get a chance to get the thoughts of Professor Reichhardt after all.
No, I don't think we're going to.
Yeah, we didn't ask when the live stream was being cut off. Is it cut off already?
No, I'm not sure, but I think we're going to be cutting off. So again, thank all of you for tuning in, for watching this, and stay safe out there. And,
I think we're still on Facebook. We're still.
Oh, we're still live.
We're still streaming,
okay,
so
we're good.
We'll keep talking if you're still listening.
Well, we'll see. Yep.
We still have my Facebook still says there's 40 people watching.
Well, there we go. All of you.
My also internet is very slow, so I'm not sure if if that was like 30 minutes ago or if that's,
That's
right
true.
now. Well, no, I mean, I'm seeing them taking their picture. Maybe we can go up to Rickert now, to Dr.
Let's see if we can find her. Yeah. Okay, I'll go ahead and pass my microphone off to her and see what we can what she has to say about the team here. Yeah.
Dr. Rickert. We can face, I think, this way. So, Dr. Rickert, how is it coaching the winning team?
I am so proud of these men. They came together. They came from, I wouldn't say nothing, but they were, a rough team. We got some organization. I want to thank my assistant coach, Alan. They put in the effort these weeks, and it really paid off tonight.
Very nice. So on the notes that we had for you, it said that you've coached the high school girls basketball team. How would you say coaching Seminarians, how has that been different?
I would like to say that the girls are less emotional on the court, but I can neither confirm nor deny.
Absolutely. Now, I'm not sure if you know who was coaching the priest team. Did they tell you who was the coach for the priest team?
Was it Father Justin?
No, you had some heavy competition. It was the Holy Spirit.
Oh.
Yeah. So how does that feel?
I don't know if I want to compete with that.
Honestly, remembering the game from last time, the Seminarians played well. What is it, 2-3 years ago?
2 or 3 years, yeah.
But they definitely improved a lot in this game.
No, they really showed up. They worked hard. I loved the team play. These men are out here to help one another, to build one another up, and that was beautiful to see.
Yeah, it was very beautiful. Thank you so much. Do you plan coming back to coach next year?
I think so. All right.
Very nice. Very nice.
Thank you, man.
Thank you so much.
Well, I think we'll be signing off now, or do we keep talking?
Well, no, we're gonna go ahead and sign off. Thank you. We're getting the signal from our tech guys.
Okay, very good.
So thank you all for joining us. Tune in next year. Hopefully we see you in person. God bless you all and have a great night.
Hopefully we get hired back.
Hopefully. We'll see. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. God bless. Bye-bye.